explained the plan. The trucks would come out of the depot en masse and head out into the wider hive, delivering whatever it was they delivered to wherever it had to go. You would select one, follow it out onto the arterial highway that snaked up and around Hive Decileum, and when the moment was right, hijack it. Spring seemed to think this was important to be done whilst in motion, without stopping the truck. She never elaborated why. You picked your target and your moment, and you began your attack. Titulos struggled with the gearbox of the Cargo 6 at first. Although he has experience driving the larger Cargo 8, the Model 6 is a little quirkier, and Spring mocked his driving ability repeatedly. Veneta provided assistance, soothing the vehicle's machine spirit, urging the vehicle to greater speed, and fiddling with the radio and the wipers. Hang on, Al's in conversation.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
Okay.
I was trying not to interrupt, but then it was like inevitable that one was going to.
It's fine.
Alan, you're such an ace there.
Such a what? Say a nace? A what?
Oh, no, that's the wrong word. It's the wrong word. Don't mind me.
Naysayer?
No.
I say yay, not nay.
Yaysayer. Yaysayer.
Yaysayer.
Yay!
The man from Del Monte, he loves to say yay.
Yay!
The people that say yay.
Yay, say all. Carry on, Dave.
As you pulled alongside the target vehicle, Veneta disabled its tracking device, and Ferinus and Spring clambered from your vehicle to the new one. Spring leaping across Titulos and out the window, Ferinus clambered up onto the roof of your truck, leaping the short gap to the target, before clambering down the side and delivering a blast from his bolt gun into the driver. Spring nailed the passenger with 2 well-placed shots to the head, and the vehicle was yours. But behind you, 2 armoured cars moved into position. Some of you recognised the personnel inside, pressure point mercenaries. It was these people who had been guarding the facility back in Dramar, where Gaius and Siegfried first met, where you found the remote servitor links being made. And again, the mercenaries were met in the carnival, hiding out after their last job, awaiting pickup, which was overdue. After someone released a creature... After someone released a creature known as a gene stealer in the carnival, and Veneta, Otto, and Ferinus hunted it down and found the carnival savings, Otto had hired the mercenaries to escort the massive amount of thrones back to the shack that concealed the mansion's entrance.
Smooth.
Mesmeron had not been pleased, not at the use of mercenaries, nor at drawing their attention to the Acolytes or the mansion. And a couple of days later, you found the mercenaries butchered in their shack. And then again,
no one will never know it was me.
And then again, you found more pressure point personnel guarding the storage facility where you stole the first truck before moving on to steal a large amount of medical supplies from elsewhere. This is the 4th time you have encountered these people. It seems they are everywhere. But with Veneta's plasma pistol and Otto's well-placed stub fire, the first of the armour vehicles was dealt with, and after slamming on the brakes, Ferinus dispatched the second car as it rammed into the back of the massive, heavy stolen truck. With the armoured cars dispatched, Spring directed you to the meeting point, where Baz took the damaged truck off your hands, paying you less than originally agreed. He did have to pay for repairs, of course. And then you either sold the cargo from that truck to Baz or loaded it onto your own truck. Who knows? Let's worry about that later. You headed up Hive, completed Mrs. shopping list, Spring haggling down the various merchants impressively, getting a good haul of supplies, enough to see you through the next month or so. And then you headed back, down through the levels, to the elevator that took you, or would take you, to the Carnival of Catastrophe. But in a dimly lit section of the mid-hive, you encountered a roadblock. There was a burst of fire, and an RPG hurtled towards your truck. Ferinus tried to weave out of the way. No, Titulos did, actually, but the explosive struck the truck, hurling it sideways and ramming it into a building. An armoured vehicle with a roof-mounted autocannon pulled up behind you, and figures began to emerge from the darkness, dressed again in familiar dark grey uniforms and flak armour. Pressure point.
Group 4. Sorry, Dave.
Before we go any further, we have
Sorry, Dave.
some business to attend to.
Business.
Yes.
Feeling the pressure.
So, first of all,
Point
oh dear.
away.
Why is that document blank?
It's pressure point.
First of all,
culpability document.
we need to. Is that public liability insurance?
Yeah.
We need to determine what was in the truck you stole. So, somebody, any of you three, choose between yourselves. I would like to roll a D100, please.
Roll it.
That's democracy for you.
The democracy of the quickest.
Yeah. And he was there with he's on his mouse hovering there. Like,
I'm ready to roll.
Go!
You can stop me. Nobody can stop me.
The truck was loaded with common
nappies.
metals.
What?
It's loaded with common metals, raw metals in plates,
that's
basic
useful.
and average metals. These can be used to craft certain things. They're used in a lot of weapons, not high-end weapons like plasma, melter, power swords, things like that. I can give you some examples of what they're used in. This is part of my...
like construction of robots, gears and arms, stuff like that.
Yep. Anything that a standard metal would be used in. Basically,
right. We'll take it back to the mansion. The truck is a bonus, but if we get this goods back to the mansion, that's a bonus, even though it's RPG'd and will fire. But the metals take a higher burning rate to be completely destroyed.
So the new crafting rules, I've got everything broken down into categories, and each category has subtasks. Certain weapons can be made, certain armor can be made, certain items can be made with different types of metals and components. And I've broken it down into basic, average, exotic, and composites for metals. And for components, it's broken down into 3 or 4. Three components, I think. Average, complex. Sorry, average, exotic, and complex. So these are basic and average metals. As an example, most of a bolt gun can be made with average. Chain weapons use average. Energy weapons don't. Flak can be made. Las weapons, stub weapons, auto weapons, mesh. So most stuff can be made with these metals. But some higher end stuff requires the fancier metals and components. We'll worry about all that crafting stuff later because I've been messing about with this quite a lot and it's still not quite finished. So you've got basic and average metals, and I will tell you the exact quantity at some point.
Check out my gaming fun.
And it's the metals are measured in units. And certain things require a certain amount of units. So, for example, to make, for example, an auto gun, you would need 3 units of a metal. You would need 1 for the barrel, 1 for the housing of the weapon, and 1 to make the inner workings. So they're quite small, these units of metal. Certain things require more. And also, although a weapon requires, say, average metal, that doesn't mean you can't use better metal. So you could build a weapon that requires average metal, but make it with something like exotic metal, and you would get a better weapon. But it would cost you more, obviously, in getting the metal. Unless you could steal metal. Right, so we'll worry about that another day. But what we have to worry about now, because I forgot about this, and it's quite important,
being hit by RPG,
is Veneta finished Spring's mesh armor,
Hey.
and we never figured out what it did. So, I'm just going to call up. You know, I said I was simplifying the crafting rules, Alan.
You haven't, have you?
I kind of have. They require less dice rolls now. I've made the document that I've written easier to follow, and I have simplified the process, but I've made the potential much more complex, if that makes sense. So it's easier to figure out, easier to do, but the variability on the final product is the scope of it's much bigger now. You can do all sorts of shit. I've also come up with rules for modifying weapons, not just putting mods on like red dots, but tweaking them and stuff like that. I'll send you all them when they're finished.
Mhm.
But there's one bit that is finished, and this is the bit we need to do. So the gloves and the leg armor that you made for Spring, you got 2 degrees on both of success. So they're common quality. So you haven't done an exceptional job. However, it was rebuilding something that already existed rather than making something from scratch.
It's also a quick job as well.
Yeah, it was, yeah. So now what we need to do is determine what you've done to it. So it starts as the basic mesh armor in the game, but there's potential for changing it. So I would like you to roll a d10. You don't add anything to this because you only got 2 degrees of success in total.
2d10, you say, or
Just one. Well, one at a time. Well, this is the gloves. So what have you got?
3.
3. Okay, so that's 1 positive, 1 negative. In future as well, when you make an item from scratch, you're allowed to specify a positive pattern. So if you generate a positive pattern, you can then say, I want it to be that. But as a trade-off, I might specify a negative pattern if you get one. All right, and then the boots as well, please.
Four.
What you got?
4.
4. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Nice.
So that's the same. All right, let's find the armor. So, positive pattern for the gloves. Roll a d10, please.
2.
2. Light construction. Decrease the weight of the item by 25% to a minimum of 0.5 kilos.
Okay.
Pretty good for Spring. And then another d10 for the negative.
7.
Poor fit.
Oh, no.
If you were knocked prone while wearing this armor, you must spend a full action rather than half an action to stand back up as you get tangled up in it.
Can I try another roll on that one?
Well, you want to use a fate point.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Make
I
it-
mean,
I'm making it
they're all negative. All of these.
I get that, but I'm making it for Spring, so I'm going to have another go at it.
Mm-hmm. What have you got?
6.
This one is called Who Made That? Your mom?
Oh, no.
Okay, so that's -5 to intimidate or command rolls if worn openly.
Does Spring ever intimidate or command?
She hasn't done yet, no.
Oh, no. Well, okay, so...
She
All right.
certainly won't be now. So
Has your mum made that?
I'm have to chuck this in the bin now. It's like, you should have used a fate point. It was a waste.
There's always a chance to
Definitely
make.
reasonable use of a fate point.
There's always a chance to make more at another time. So
I'm gonna have to. I can't make something like that.
it's just
Did
really.
we have to make that for you?
The gloves are just obviously too big. They're like just a bit. There's maybe a hole in one finger as well. They kind of suit Spring. And now the boots make a positive D10 roll. There again, you're breaking up.
10.
10. Ooh.
Ooh.
Increase the craftsmanship of this armor by 1 step. So it
Nice
becomes
boots.
good quality.
Good quality boots.
And make a negative one. What is it?
You won't make that.
Is it 6 again?
Yeah, you won't make that.
I'm gonna use a fate point. I'm not
No,
having it.
don't. You should have
No,
to make
don't.
the armor set for it. Oh,
Yeah.
It's done. It's done.
What have you done?
A 10.
A 10.
10 out of 10.
10 on the negative pattern is corrupted pattern. Reduce the craftsmanship of this item by 1 step. So you've made a perfectly standard set of mesh boots or
Well,
leggings,
top
perhaps.
of it.
well, that'll have to do, I guess.
I like how
Good
you went
start.
from making a bit tatty but efficient set of boots to making just boots.
Well, that's the way it goes. Dave,
Upgrades.
I'm gonna chuck the gloves in the reject bin, and I'm gonna have another go at it. I think.
Oh,
Or maybe take them apart and put them back together, or what have you.
Okay. Okay. So you're not giving them to Spring.
No, I could just give her the boots.
All right. In that case,
The perfectly average boots.
it was the gloves. The gloves are the.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
No,
The
I thought
gloves
it
are
was
the.
boots,
Yeah.
was it not?
The boots are the perfectly average ones. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give her the perfect average boots, and the gloves I'll chuck in the have another go pile.
Recycle. So yeah, you can.
I like Spring too much to give her like uncool fucking mesh.
She probably would have still liked them.
Maybe.
Yeah,
but
probably.
We'll never know.
That's the style, isn't it? That's the Underhive style, isn't it? Like slightly tatty.
She's not Underhive.
Oh, she's not, is she?
No,
What is
she
she?
was. She's a Voidborn.
When Spring
Right,
tries to
ooh.
intimidate someone, she's not going to be let down by Vanessa's armor. That's
No, she'll be let down by something completely different. Okay, so for the purposes of this, then she's got the boots on.
Okay.
She's also at some point. I forgot about this. She seems to have been raiding the armory. She's also wearing a light flak coat as well that she seems to have robbed from somewhere. She's also got a few other bits and pieces she's robbed, which will maybe come up tonight. They maybe won't. All right. So that's the bookkeeping done. My plan, by the way, is to get this done. Do Siegfried and Gaius's power play mission, and then you'll be moving on to the next proper Inquisition mission. And there might be more than one mission, so you'll be able to designate teams, basically.
That's cool.
And you'll be able to, play your main characters mixed with NPCs or mixed with your own backup characters or however you want to do it.
That'd be cool.
And at some point in part of that, you might gain a new companion
Oh,
in the form of
Brownie.
James's new character.
cool.
And I'm not saying a word because it's too good. I think you'll like it. All right, let's get this going.
Be nice dynamic having Brownie here. Would it bring a little bit more order to our chaos?
I
No.
don't think you will with this character.
No? Okay.
All right, here we go. Step out of the vehicle with your hands in the air! Comes a voice over the Vox speaker. The Cargo 6 is crippled and burning. You could run, but the food supplies. If you return to the mansion empty-handed, without the coin Gladstock gave you, he may want to know why. Why were you off stealing trucks instead of continuing the work Mesmeron left for you? This is Spring's fault, isn't it? Sorry, Johnny.
Has the truck got Waitrose written on the side of it or something, or M&S?
It's got nothing written on it.
All right. Mystery. Continue. Sorry, Dave.
This is Spring's fault, isn't it? You recognise the uniforms as pressure point mercenaries, and you've just killed a few that were escorting the truck you stole. So is this retaliation for that? Or is this
Otto's
because of
fault.
something else?
Otto's fault!
How did they know you would be passing along this route? Everyone make an intelligence check. Vanetta gets a +20.
Otto's fault.
I may have fucked up. No, he's not. Okay.
Pass for Vanetta.
And intelligence.
Theranos? Oh, you're there. Ooh, just a fail.
Possibly be Otto. Wouldn't
Vanetta.
even occur to him.
Tracker. The truck you just stole had a tracker fitted. Spring told you that, and Baz had told her. This truck was stolen from a smaller facility, one guarded by pressure point mercenaries. Does this truck also have a tracker? The cargo door of your vehicle has fallen open a little in the impact. Theranos, Otto, Vanetta. Behind you, you see an armoured car, a military model. It stands with its engine idling, and on its roof, a long-barreled heavy weapon swings around to aim in your direction. Dark grey, uniformed mercenaries armed with modern-looking las rifles emerge from the vehicle. They move with the practiced ease of military veterans. They never take their eyes nor their weapons from you. Titulos, meanwhile, sees out of the cracked window at the front of the cab a roadblock of civilian vehicles, and 3 more figures in grey standing behind the cars. One holds a long-barreled rifle, similar to what you have seen Siegfried use. Another holds a bulky RPG launcher, and he begins to reload it. You could flee. You could surrender. You are outnumbered and outgunned. But then again, you are agents of the Ordo Malleus, so it's pretty much business as usual.
Roll for initiative.
No one's running from pressure point.
I'm not running. I've got plans.
No.
I didn't expect you to run at all. Okay.
Motherfuckers just RPG does. You know, we need to talk lesson. It's what you say, boys. They're just RPG does. Cares about the numbers. Let's wipe them out.
It's statistically, based on what we're faced with, we've got a 20% chance of survival. But we've had worse. Well, I am the man with the facts. You don't like it?
I'm going to say.
Spring turns round.
They are what they are.
Spring turns round in the truck and says, "Look, I know I told you to do some fucking maths, nerd, but not right now."
I predicted a 100% chance that you say that after that comment.
Okay. She looks at Titulos. You see her through the little cargo window, the little window that lets you view into the cabin. She looks at Titulos. Titulos looks at her. And Spring says, "Man with the big bang bang." Titulos goes, "Aye, girl. Fucking do it." I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
Okay. Initiative.
I'm going to do something a little unusual here. Something that I don't normally do.
Not bad. D10.
9 for me. Wow, don't think that's
4.
Have I rolled?
You rolled 24, John. That's a pretty good roll.
Yep. Auto's ready.
How
I'm
have you got?
I'm gonna go
How
get
have you
a
got?
drink. I'll be right back.
How have you got
Uh,
3d10?
I don't know.
It should be d10 plus 3, I think, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll take your first dice roll. Your 8.
Oh, yeah, that'll be me. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
good result.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Okay, I can't get the turn order to come up. That's annoying. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's not put the truck in the initiative order because that would be ridiculous. Okay, so Otto gets an 11.
Okay.
Vanetta gets a 4. Fairness, what have you got?
9. 9.
9.
9.
Ring. Spring is going to roll her initiative when I can find the thing. Titulos.
The tits, you lost.
I did like how
It's gone tits up.
you missed it last time, Johnny, where Ed was calling Titulos something different that was related to boobs each time he addressed him.
I'm gutted because that sounds hilarious.
It was really great.
I would have been giddy.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
All right, now I'm going to do the troopers. No, that's a D20. That would be cheating. Okay. Normally, I would do them all at the same initiative, but for this, I'm going to do it a little different just because of the potential ramifications.
Yeah, Dave,
What
I'm
might happen.
envisioning. Do these mercenaries happen to look like anything like the Merryweather mercenaries from GTA 5?
No, they look like guardsmen,
Guardsmen.
but in unpainted armor with no regiment on
What
them.
colour is the black? Is it the armor? Is the armor black or is it
It's a very dark grey, almost black.
very dark grey? Okay. Can I tell what kind of armor it is just from?
It's quite obviously
looking at
flak armor.
Black. Okay.
Okay. Is that done? Descending.
Let's
Right,
just hope
where's
those
my-
two. Those. Oh, excuse me. Right then.
Green. Hot. Snipe. Right. Barracks. Guard. Troop. T. All right. It's top of the round. Okay, it's Spring's turn. Spring is going to she's going to quick draw her pistol. Boot the door of the truck open for half an action.
Say, come on, Baker Rashes, come in.
And she's going to snap a shot off at the guy with the RPG.
Choice.
Which is short range.
Is the lighting supposed to be on?
Is what, sorry?
The dynamite light is supposed to be on, because I can only see...
yeah, because you're in the back of the truck.
Right, okay, cool.
There's a slight gap where the door's popped open a little bit. So she's plus 10
right, okay.
for a single shot, plus 10 for range, plus 10 for a red dot. Oh, why is that not working? There we go. That's a hit from Spring. Gentleman with the RPG is going to try and dodge, which he does not. Okay.
Oh.
So that's...
Ooh. Ooh. Damage.
Does 5 wounds. The guy with the RPG, who for some reason I can't click on. There we go. Next up, it's Otto.
Okay, Otto's going to push the door slightly with his fit. He's got his draw his pistol. Was his pistol out anyway? Hello.
No, you were caught off guard by this.
Okay, so he's going to draw his pistol and then open the door a little bit more.
All right.
Let's try and see what's going on.
Have you got quick draw?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You would have to move up to the door first.
Okay. So I'll move up to the door and inch it open a little bit instead, and then draw a pistol if that's possible. Or is that 3 actions?
If you've got quick draw, you can do that. If you haven't, you can't.
Okay. Let's see. No, I don't.
So you're moving up to the door, and you're opening the
Uh-huh.
door. Okay, do you want to move up
Yeah.
to the door then?
Okay. Which way down? This way.
Yeah, the door's... Oh, you'll see where the door
That's
is.
the thing.
Well, you can't stand there because Fairness is there.
Alright.
Okay.
I can't even see you with this truck.
Yeah. So, hang on, let me just... I'll put you sort of there. So you should be able to see a bit more now.
Okay, I can do, yeah.
Okay. Now it is this gentleman back here.
Can't be here, though. Can I be here?
Could you be where?
Can I be here? I've just moved him over slightly because I can see a bit more there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You still
Okay.
be in the truck.
Using the door as cover. If that's possible.
Okay. Fairness.
Right, I would like to exit the truck and then shoot a guy, if I can.
Okay.
How
So
do I exit?
where you'll have to either open the door that you're next to or use the door that Otto's just opened. Your choice.
I'll just walk out the door. Otto's just opened.
Okay.
Oh, how do I get out there? Oh, there.
So the door is just there. So you'd move to about there. That'd be one square, and then carry on as normal. If you want to move any more,
where's the fire come from? Front roadblock. No, I'll stay there, and I'm going to shoot this guy here with a single shot.
which guy where? Sorry.
The guy right at the end of the roadblock, the only guy I can see, the one I'm clicking on. I'll keep clicking on him. Is that the roadblock?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's shoot him. So, first off, ballistic skill test. Do I get any bonuses for short range and a single shot?
You get your normal bonuses. You are just in short range, so red dots.
20.
And you don't have a red dot. Single shot and range plus 20. Yeah.
Yep. Shoot him.
Try and dodge. He fails.
Okay.
82. That's a leg.
I love blow legs. I love blow
The crippler.
I am. I tell you what, it seems to be. Oh shit.
Something to remember me by.
Oh, do I have to press that again? I do, don't I?
Just stare down at that.
Okay, so 10, pen 4. So that is you do 1 wound. Your bolt round passes through the car he's hiding behind, detonates just on the other side of the car, hits his leg armor, which takes the brunt of it, but he does take 1 wound.
Damn that car.
That's why they're stood in cover.
That's why I didn't move any further.
All right, that's fairness. Next up is... Why can't I see? To move that there. Having trouble here. Okay. This guy is going to shoot at fairness.
Can you see him? So
Sorry?
I can only see one guy in my field of vision. Oh, you're on about the one I just shot at?
No, I'm on about the guy that you can see that's south of you.
Oh my shit! I didn't even see them. I didn't just scroll the screen. Oh my shit!
I did tell you there was a truck with an autocannon on the roof behind you.
Well, go for it.
Single shot, half aim, range, plus 30. That is a hit.
I'll try dodge.
Yeah.
What do? Duck, dive, weave, and dodge.
You should zig or zag.
Never zig a zigar, though.
Oh no.
And kill. No, I don't dodge.
All right. He's hit you in the leg.
Black armor. 1 second. Black armor 5.
Yeah. What's your toughness bonus?
Oh, what is that? I don't know.
Flak armor 5. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it says it on my character sheet. You read it.
It's
Should be.
poncho, special poncho. I think.
Oh, you've got the poncho, haven't you? Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
That's a homemade poncho, weaved with
Made with love and care.
That's it.
Toughness bonus 3.
Okay, so you take 2 wounds.
Ow! I'll take them off now.
Next is the guy in the autocannon mounting.
Oh shit!
Hey, Furnace. Do you like bullets?
He takes aim.
Might have been your most ill-conceived run ever.
This is bad. Autocannons are bad
Oh well.
against lightly armored people like us.
Say la vie.
Relatively lightly armored.
They're good against light vehicles, right?
If we were wearing like power armor or something, we'd be okay. But we're not. We're wearing like flak and carapace and stuff.
Yeah. Say la vie. Oh.
What's the app on an autocannon, Dave?
Sorry?
What's the app? What's the app on an autocannon? Dare I
You don't
ask?
know.
Roll it, Dave. Roll it, Dave. Roll it.
It's gonna be bad.
Vanetta,
Just do
what's
it.
your turn?
At 4, isn't it? I think in 40k.
Oh, I'm
Which
going
is,
to.
which in this.
I'm going to. Oh no, what I'm going to do? I'm going to draw my Deathlight Lasgun. I'm going to move out to support Fairness, even though it's bad out there. But I'm going to. I can't see anything.
I don't
from
know
here.
if that's going to intimidate the. I'm not sure if that'll intimidate the autocannon guy.
So this is this guy here, right? So
Who
that's the gun
brings a Deathlight Lasgun to an autocannon? I mean, seriously.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna-
autocannon guy is the guy mounted in the truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'll do a half move and draw my Deathlight.
I've covered Dota at the moment.
You do from the guys at the north of the map, yeah.
Of the north. What about
Yeah.
the south? What's that brown thing then?
That's just an arrow on the floor on the road.
Oh no, I thought that was cover. Oh shit. I'm zooming in now. It doesn't look like a barricade anymore.
It's just a humble arrow painted on the
Oh
floor.
no, I thought it was a barricade. Why would it be there?
Titulos. What's Titulos gonna do? Titulos is gonna boot his door open. Hop down. And he's going to quick draw his chainsword.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get out. This guy's cover after all this training.
Is it going to pay off? That's the question.
It should be weapon skill 70 now or something.
The answer. The answer is no.
He drops it.
And it chopped off his left ankle.
He gets his arm blown off by the autocannon.
He accidentally wings a otter.
Takes the arm off his brother. Oh.
Okay, so one of these troopers down at the south was aiming at the back of the truck, but he sees Titulos jump out. So he's going to switch his aim to Titulos, and he's going to fire with another aim. Oh no, he's already aiming. So that's plus 20, plus 10 for single shot. No range. Yeah, that's right. Plus 30. Where's my fucking...
Motherfucking BIG.
92. That is a miss. He's burst. Single shot. Goes wide. The second guy, who is this one here, I think. Yep. He's going to shoot at Theranos. So he's aiming.
Hi. I'm your friend. I've never
Does
killed a
have
Precious
range.
Point member in my life.
37, that's a hit.
And of course it will be. See what you do.
You can't dodge.
No, I've got a armor armor of 5 and a toughness of 3.
Yep. Takes 1 wound again.
Oh, slow burn.
Spring. Spring's going to do a very spring thing. Okay, so she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, she can't do that. Right, I'm going to rethink that. Spring's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a run. 5, 6. Throw herself through this window. Because it's spring.
If that's reinforced glass, this could be hilarious.
Well, she just breaks her neck and just dies on the floor.
It's rough with Dave.
Spring smashes through the window. So that's 1,
Awesome.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Does Otto see this? Or can he not see this?
No.
Ah.
No, he can't see through the truck. That's
Damn it.
Spring's turn.
It's the design floor.
Otto.
Okay, I'm going to take a half-aimed shot at the autocannon guy. Manstoppers have got armor penetration, haven't they?
Yes. You don't have the Hercuta at the minute, by the way.
I don't.
You just have... No, because Vanetta has it in her workshop.
Oh, bugger.
I was trying to turn it into a Thermos flash for you, Otto.
Oh, yeah.
I promised.
He pulls out the stub revolver and he's like, "Man-stoppers! Oh, bollocks, it's the wrong gun." And then he's just going to fire it. And take a half-aim shot at the guy's head, the gunner's head.
Yeah.
So, 2 things. You can have man-stoppers loaded in the stub revolver if you want, because you didn't give Vanetta all your ammo.
Yeah.
Secondly, you can't pull it out, aim, and fire.
Okay.
So if you draw in it, that's half an action. So then you can either aim or fire.
I'll draw it and fire.
All right.
And it will be a cold shot to the head.
Okay, open fire. Single shot. Range. So plus 20, but then if you call in it, it's minus 20. So straight ballistic skill.
Okay, let's do this. Blam!
That is a miss.
Oh, damn. Fate point. Does he have any? He does have them, doesn't he?
I think he does. Yeah, oddly
He does,
for one of your characters, Johnny.
Yes. Okay, so I'll try that again.
He's got at least one.
Come on. Do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then
Bang.
main stoppers.
He can't. He can try and dodge, but it's reduced because he can't really move anywhere.
Okay.
He fails. All right, 8. So 7.
Can't stop it. Yeah.
You do 4 damage to the gunner
Have some of that.
as the bullet scrapes down the side of his head. Arg! He says.
Is that what he says? You shouldn't say that.
Aye, Achtung! those little comic book things with like the World War II ones, they were terrible, weren't they? It's like, it was always Gotten Himmel, like every time they got machine gunned or something like that. It was so good. So good. Teach the kids about war. Let's teach the kids about war.
The sniper is going to shoot at Spring. He was full aiming, so that's plus 20. He gets a plus 10 for his single shot. Plus 10 for range, and hang on, plus 20 for aiming, plus 10 for a single shot, plus 10 for range, plus 10 for accurate. But she is running, so that's minus 20. So plus 30 to his ballistic skill. That's a hit from Spring. Spring's going to try and dodge. Spring fails. She's going to use a fate point. And by a fate point, I mean her fate point. Because you don't want to get hit by a sniper rifle. Yeah, Spring dodges.
Oh, well done, Spring.
Next it's the Heavy. He's continuing to reload his RPG. It's Ferinus.
Furnace is going to take aim at the head of the autogunner man.
Yep.
And fire. Half
Okay,
aim.
So half aim,
So
range,
minus
single
20
shot.
plus 20, but half aim plus 10.
Yeah, plus 10.
Going to use fate points to try and roll that.
Okay.
Oh. Shit.
Okay, remember to keep track of your ammo on that bolt gun because it's expensive stuff.
I'll go take it down right now.
I swear this music keeps turning up. That's Ferinus.
Just have to roll with it, Dave.
Yeah. The Trooper is then going to fire semi-auto at Ferinus. So range. Just range. The plus 10. That's a miss. The Gunner opens fire on Ferinus with his autocannon.
Dodge.
Well, wait and see if I actually hit you first. Okay. So range. Was he aiming? He was. That is a hit.
It's.
Oh dear.
Bonus. Pop goes the soldier.
What guns for the people, man.
Yeah, yeah. Boom. Oh shit. Teaches me.
Ferinus takes 21 wounds.
Well, let's see what you do, because that's just no.
Does
it's
it,
not
Dave, does it explode like
it's
a ripe?
like his womb pool.
Does it
Like a ripe
like-
melon.
like it explodes like ripe melons? How fitting!
Takes him to minus 11.
Okay.
Oh my god!
He's got 3 more. He could go.
I don't know how you work that out.
I don't know. It's Hayden math. It always works out in my head.
It's minus 10 and you're dead.
Ah.
That's not good.
Oh well, that's not good then.
Do you think he'll pull through?
No.
Hang on.
What do you think Mesmeron's going to say about this operation when she returns?
Can I use a bird
Fine,
of fate
if-
point
I mean,
to
you
if she
assume she'll
returns.
return. You
Yeah.
assume she'll
bullet,
return.
Dave?
She may never come back, Johnny.
Please, can I
Right.
use a fate
This is the
point?
second time Otto's got
Bird
involved
of
in the
fate
various
point.
activities, so I think.
I can't hear you.
might
Hayden.
get.
I
Sorry,
know. I've stopped talking.
Sorry, guys.
sorry.
Says, please, can I use a fate point to burn to dodge that bullet?
You want to burn one to dodge it completely.
Yeah, because then I'll be on.
Is that how it works? I can't remember. It's a long time.
I don't know. It depends what you choose, Dave. It's in your
Just
game.
let me check something.
Your game rule. Alan sometimes winds it back to the point where I'm taking two things from one game. Where, sometimes, when Alan plays a fate point, he'll do a nice reverse, go back in time sequence, and sort of dodge past the situation, or just make him survive. You don't do it the same every time, but I mean.
All right. So the rule says.
Just the best in one.
The rule says. If a character was shot, for example, with a las cannon, suffered a critical hit that would have killed him, instead, he will be horribly wounded, hideously burned, and rendered unconscious on 0 wounds.
Okay, let's do that then.
Yep, so reduce your fate points by 1. You are slammed backwards into the truck by the force of this massive heavy weapon. Vanetta, you're watching horror as Ferinus collapses before you.
Fuck!
All right. It's now a trooper. This trooper here, who's going to shoot at Vanetta. He's not aiming. Oh, he's taking a half aim, sorry, from here. That's a miss. Vanetta, it's your turn.
I would like to do a semi-automatic blast at the gunner, please.
Okay, cool. So range. Just range plus 10.
Huh?
That's a hit. Just the one hit.
Okay.
He can't dodge this turn. Ooh. Okay. Okay. 12 the pen of 2, so that becomes 10. Minus its toughness. 7. Gunner, his head bursts apart like a ripe melon.
Nice.
Go, Vanetta.
Awesome.
Next up is Titulos. Titulos is going to mimic Spring in a way. He's stuck behind this truck. Or is he? Now, fuck it. He's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't know why I'm counting, because that's obviously in range. He's going to charge into this gentleman with his chainsword. He's worked oh so very hard to get good with.
Days and days and days and days of swinging that down. Sure. Wow. 61. Brilliant. Well done, Ferinus.
Wow.
12
Good
at pen
damage.
2. So he hacks into this guy. So that becomes 10. Nice toughness. He does 7 wounds to this guy with his first strike of the chainsword in anger. Back to the top of the round. This guy back here next to Titulos moves in to assist his mate. Drawing his knife. And that guy drops his las gun, draws his knife, makes just a wild stab at Titulos, which is a hit. Titulos is going to dodge. Titulos dodges. Titulos is finally doing something useful. Spring, from cover, leans out, takes aim at the heavy, single shot range, +10 for aiming, +10 for red dot, +40. She's not going to do a cold shot. Doesn't really matter. +40. Oh, no, that's the wrong character. It's a hit. He's going to try and dodge. Does not. Spring is going to roll damage. Okay, so that's 7. 4 wounds on the heavy. He's looking very ropey right now. Otto.
Okay, Otto's going to start aiming at this guy here.
All right.
He's going to aim, like, be aiming for his head. If that's possible.
So you're doing if you're doing well, that would be a cold shot. If you're aiming, you just say you're aiming. If you're doing a full aim,
I'm aiming, yeah.
Cool. Just having me some moonshine.
Right back, guys. I'm just going for the slash.
All right. The sniper, who can't see anyone but the wounded Ferinus and Spring, turns to Spring, point blank, blasts his rifle. So he gets point blank sniper rifle accurate, so he gets +30.
Can I roll? Can I roll for Spring? Seems as Ferinus pass.
I was gonna give you Titulos this turn, actually.
Oh, okay.
30 for the point blank. 40 for the aim. Yeah. That's a hit from him. Spring's going to try and dodge. She does not. So that's 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. What the hell? 7. Spring takes 4 wounds. After the sniper, it's the heavy, who has finished reloading his RPG. And he's going to aim at the truck. Okay. I just need to check something, actually. For Ferinus. We didn't determine how long he was unconscious for. So let me just find something that would apply. Okay, roll a d10. What's your toughness bonus?
3.
3. So you went down there. So 2, 3. Yeah, so he's unconscious for 3 rounds. Sorry. And you will be fatigued when you come back. So that was the sniper. The heavy is gone. Ferinus is unconscious. And it's troopers. This one moves forward to get a better shot at Veneta and takes aim. Gunner's dead. So it's another trooper. He is aiming at Veneta again. Single shot range aim. That's a miss, 75. Veneta, it's you.
I'll drop the Deathlight lasgun.
Okay.
Draw the medikit.
All right.
I don't know. Can I? What can I do with half an action, Dave? Like Ferinus is right beside me on the map, right?
You can apply a stim if that's what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, I'll give him a stim, I guess.
Okay. I like to think that the medikit is like a military grade thing, so it's, you don't have to open it up and faff about. It's just you use it.
Okay.
But it's a Medicaid test, which would be a full action. You could do half that this turn and half next turn.
Sure. Okay.
Or is it? No, it's not. No, it'd be half to half to draw the medkit and half to apply the stim.
Okay.
I've always done stims as half action, so yeah. Roll 3d10.
Come on.
Good. So, Ferinus, you suddenly snap round into consciousness. You are no longer fatigued for 21 rounds.
Wow, I feel great.
It's awesome.
Thanks, sister.
Right, Titulos, since Ferinus has done nothing this turn, you can have Titulos for this turn.
Alright, put the NPC agents then. I'm on the screen and waiting.
Oh. Aha. There you go, you should have it.
Where is he?
Hello. Hello.
Oh, it just pops up.
Must have been a bit laggy.
So, combat, yeah, with skill. All out attack.
All out attack. You are being ganged up on as well. Oh no, that doesn't apply. Sorry, I'm thinking of D&D. So it's plus 30 for an all out attack. Which one are you hitting? Sorry.
The one I've done a few wounds to.
Okay. He's going to try and dodge. He does not.
Okay,
Roll damage.
Damage twice. Main weapon, money eye, chainsaw.
14 at pen 2. That's 12 minus his toughness. 9 wounds. Yeah, you cleave this guy in half. You hear the sickening crunch of bone and the tearing of flesh as Titulos takes his first life with the chainsword.
Yes!
But not his last.
Hopefully not his last. Okay. That's the top of the round. It's the guy on Titulos, just seen his mate get cleaved in half. Tries to stab Titulos. Also does an all-out attack. That's a hit. Would Titties like to dodge?
Oh, Boobs over here would love to try.
Come on,
It's
Norks,
Miggy.
get your game on.
Listen,
Shut up,
mate,
Anton Deck.
My name's Bacon Hangers.
That bacon hangers one was ridiculous. I've never heard that before. Okay, that is 8. So that's 4. 3, 7. It's 2. It's 5. You take 2 wounds from the knife, Titulos.
Take that off for you.
He rolled very well on his damage there.
What a guy.
This is great because my notes say stab titties.
Titties, 2 wounds.
Right, updated.
Spring. Spring's going to move to here. Run right up behind the guy with the heavy. There's just aiming his RPG at the truck. Point her pistol at his head at point blank range as she draws her other pistol with her other hand, and she says, "Hello, fancy seeing you here," and then shoots him point blank. Spring is plus 30 for point blank, plus 10 for a red dot. It's a hit. He's going to try and dodge. 90. Go Spring. No, she fails to confirm. But she does 12, 9 wounds to the heavy. Which is more than enough. By the way, you know these ridiculous metal dice I've got?
Yeah.
You know how I'm really shit at rolling dice? I played D&D last night, and I was not really shit at rolling dice. And my new metal dice killed a player that bought me the huge metal dice.
No,
Delicious.
Okay, look.
But wait.
Nice to kill.
That's amazing.
It gets better. It gets better. They've recently reached the level in D&D where the party's healer can cast Revivify, which means if you get to them within a minute of them dying, you can basically bring them back to life. It's the party's cleric that can cast that. The same guy that bought me the dice. The same guy that I killed.
That is too good.
Get you.
It was fucking brilliant. It was so funny.
Play cleric. Get stabbed in the back like all clergymen.
Let your God save you now.
All right, Otto, it's your turn.
Well, he's been aiming, so he's going to try and pop that guy behind the thing. So,
yeah, which one? Can you just tell me which one again, please? The one behind the truck.
Yeah, the one behind the truck. Yeah.
All right, so you're aiming at his head, yeah? You're doing a cold shot. So you got a plus 20.
Red
that
dot
gets negated by the cold shot.
Oh no, I don't have a red dot on this. Sorry, it's just a normal stun gun.
But you do still have plus 10 for single shot, plus 10 for range.
Okay, so it's plus 20, isn't it? Then, yeah.
All right, he's going to try and dodge. He does not on a 49. Roll damage, please.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just crest mark. It's man stoppers as well.
Yeah.
So.
So if you want to add the man stoppers on to that stub revolver, just change the pen to 3.
All right. Okay. Cool.
In that category. So that's 10 at pen 3. So that's 9 minus his toughness. is 6 wounds. Good shot.
Yes.
Next, the sniper.
Dave, once you're aiming at somebody, can you continue? Do you still count as aiming at them if you keep firing? No.
No, you have
she's
to
not aimed
re-aim
again.
each time. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
basically just taking a few seconds longer to, draw a feed on them, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
The sniper's going to turn to spring. He's going to blast at her again with his sniper rifle, so he's point blank, and he's aiming, but he doesn't get an accurate bonus.
You know what?
Close range.
If we can take these guys down, wouldn't that vehicle with the autocannon on it be really useful?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Let's do some proper highs like with the autocannon truck. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. One of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. This could.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Has Spring dodged?
No.
Came back.
Spring just dodged into a bullet.
Fate point, Spring. Fate point it.
That's not
She
very
can't.
wise. That's not very wise. Why would you do that?
8 minus toughness.
Got
5
too
wounds.
cocky.
No, what she did was save each and every one of you from being killed in horrible fire when the RPG took the truck out. Because that guy was about to fire at the truck.
That's
She wasn't
very
being
cool.
cocky.
That's very cool. Good work, Spring. We will remember you, Spring.
We will remember you for for stealing shit, I guess.
Basically,
Theranos, you are prone. You snap to consciousness.
I'm going to, while I'm on my front and prone, I'm going to pull my bolt gun to a low firing position for half an action, and then fire at the enemy I can see.
Okay, so you can see 2, probably 3, including the one your brother's fighting.
Alright.
But the trooper behind the vehicle is in heavy cover. It's only really his head visible. The one over here,
Sniper.
the sniper. The sniper is behind that car. He's going to get a lot of cover from behind the car. He's going to get a lot of cover from behind the armoured car. This guy here is behind a small object. He's got the least cover.
I'll shoot him then.
Okay.
Right, okay.
So that would be single range plus 20. Good shot. He's going to try and dodge. He does not. Full damage.
Go for weapons. 13.
Nice. So that's minus 6 toughness. That's 10 wounds. Yeah, you obliterate this guy. The bolt round passes into. What did you roll? A 9. So that would be
13.
90. No, I mean for the hit. You blast this guy's leg clean off. What the fuck? There we go. And he collapses to the floor, screaming for a few seconds before passing out with shock and blood loss.
Ferris just likes blowing people's legs off. I don't know why, but it's what he gets his kicks out of.
Everyone's got their thing.
Hayden likes removing limbs. That's his thing.
It's not me, it's the dice. Like, remove the limbs for me.
You control the dice. Your sorcery dictates the dice, Hayden. We know this.
That's why I've got power.
Sorcery.
The Axel
Sorcery.
innocent. Axel innocent.
It does. It does. That's the mark of a true heretic. Dice heretic.
Venetta, the door to the cargo truck is suddenly splattered with lasgun fire from the guy behind the armoured car. The next chap is that. That guy's already dead. Veneta.
I'd like to do a Medicae on to Fairness, please.
Mm-hmm. So, Fairness, you are heavily wounded. Veneta, you get a plus 20 from the medkit.
It's a straight pass.
Ooh. So, what's your intelligence bonus?
4.
4. Let me see if I can remember the rules. Degree of success.
If he's heavily wounded, it's divided by 2, I think. If he's lightly
Yes.
wounded, it's just straight degrees.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
0 from a fate point.
Yep. So you regain 2 wounds.
Thanks.
Well, could have been better, but it could have been worse. So
It could. You could have accidentally killed him with your healing. I don't think that's possible, but you never know. All right, Titulos is going to carry on. He's going to go all-out attack on this guy here.
I'm just. Oh, you're doing Titulos again, yeah?
Yeah, well, you've got Fairness back now, haven't you?
Yeah,
So...
that's cool. Do you mind if you go for a wee while you conclude?
No,
stuff
go for it.
unless you need me?
No, you may not go for a wee hidden.
Well,
hidden
if
you
you
are
do me,
fine.
I'll dodge.
How dare you, wee? This is my game. Yeah, he's going all out attack.
Let's go for a wee.
No!
get back,
All of you, stop weeing! Stop weeing now!
get back here.
Titulos hits this bitch, who nearly dodges but doesn't quite.
Bitchalos. Anyway.
Oh,
Continue.
that's 8. 5 does 5 wounds. Oh no, he doesn't, because that's tearing. You're tearing titties. Yeah, 5 wounds.
It could not be contained.
Stop it.
It's another hit from the guy with the knife on Titulos. Plus, will try and dodge again.
Reactor breach in B sector.
Oh.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
You should never go to B sector.
The Chernobyls are flapped out. Okay.
Stay away from B sector. It's not safe.
Flash labs.
Titulos
B
takes
sector.
another 3 wounds. And then it's Spring. Spring's gonna shoot the sniper.
Shoot the sniper. Shoot the shit out of the sniper.
Point blank. Red dot. Single shot. Only just. He's going to dodge. No, he's not. And she's going to... Oh! There we go again. It's the second one in a row.
Spring's not messing around today.
It was only a matter of time before she got good. Okay, so that is 21. Pen 3. Yeah, that guy's fucking absolutely toast. Otto.
He's going to take a half aim and shoot the same guy as he did before. It's not going to be. It's not a cold shot this time, so he's just going to pour it on him.
Yep. So plus 20, plus 10 for the. Plus 10 for the aim, plus 10 for the range, plus 10 for the single shot, plus 30.
30.
That's it. Try and dodge. Does not. Where do you hit him? 62. That is body. Okay.
Oh, good. And then damage.
9. That's at pen 3. 8. So your shot strikes the armoured car that he's hiding behind. Where even is Otto? I can't even see him on the map.
See ya.
So he's behind you. He's behind you. Behind you.
Look at
No.
me.
Behind you.
Oh, no, he isn't.
Behind
Looking
you.
bonus for his life.
Next up is Ferinus.
Did I kill him, or did I not do anything?
No, you hit the truck.
I thought he was going to say he hits the truck and ricochets up and kills him.
No, it hit the truck because he's hiding behind the truck. It counts as armor.
Ah, right, okay.
What part of this truck hiding gun bag can I see?
From where you are, probably only his head would not get covered because you're still prone on the floor, aren't you?
Yeah, I would say I will shoot his head for an aim shot.
Okay, so aim, single shot, range, cold shot, so plus 10.
So 10. Okay. I'm just scrolling up at the moment. Let's go 10. You can do it.
He cannot dodge. He just tried to dodge Otto.
Hayden. Okay. Oh, Furnace.
Hayden, did you just call your own name randomly?
Well, he said Otto.
Yeah, he just dodged Otto. Otto
No,
fired him.
I shot you.
I know, but he dodged Otto, so he can't dodge you, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I understood it differently.
What's going
That's
on?
why I was correcting you. I thought it was dodging Otto at the time, not me. I was like, no, you're dodging me.
It's just funny how you went. No, I'm dodging you. I'm the GM, and I'm dodging you all.
Anyway,
damage.
so damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Shooting right at the bottom. 10 damage.
14, that's better. That's enough. The 14 kills him. Blasts his head apart in a shower of brains and bone that splatter across the armoured car.
Excellent.
I'll take another bolt round off my telling.
Titulos is going to all-out attack this bitch again. Because he's getting on his tits. As a miss, Titulos is going to fate point that.
How fast can the auto run? Let's see.
Another miss from Titulos. Veneta.
Okay. I'm going to drop the medikit.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw the plasma pistol, I guess.
All right.
I'm going to do a half move. Which
Okay.
ways can I go? Can I go... Like, I really can't see very far.
So
I
you
go to
can
this
get
position?
out. Yes, you
Or
can
this
pass
position?
through Ferinus. Yes, you can go to either.
Okay, let's have a look. Spring. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll go to this side. I'll move one step forward. That's me done.
Right. Top of the round, it's the trooper at the top who's going to turn around and try and hose down Spring with his lasgun. Shoot point blank. He misses on a 73. The other trooper is going to shank Titties again. That's a hit. Titties is going to dodge. He does. It's Spring. Spring's going to point blank that guy.
For difficulty, sorry guys.
Say again.
Yeah, I had technical difficulties for a second.
Oh,
It's okay.
He dodges. It's Otto.
Okay. So Otto is going to make a run towards the armored car with the intent of getting on that autocannon.
Okay.
Okay. So he can run up to 18. So hang on a second. He's going to run all the way over it and duck behind just behind the truck at that angle, and reach for the door. That's what
the doors are open.
And can he jump in then? Can he jump in then?
Yeah, you can get in as part of your move. Yeah.
Yep. He's going to get in there, run up, and then poke his head through not quite. But yeah, poke his head through the turret and be like, "Well, let's even things up a little bit."
All right. That's Otto's turn. Tyrannus.
Sorry.
He wrinkles his nose up a little bit at the dead guardsman, like with no head. The dead guy just pulls the body out of the way, Rambo style.
Nice.
Nerdbo.
Tyrannus, what are you doing?
Oh, my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Fairness.
Okay.
I can't see anybody else, can I? Apart
No,
from
you do
one guy.
hear gunfire from the north, and you can see Titties brawling with someone.
All right, I'm going to stand up for half an action.
Yep.
And take a half aimed at this guy.
It's a good job you haven't got ill-fitting boots that your mum made.
I could have stuck with the your mum combo, but she's like, no, like Spring deserves better than that. You know. She's gonna persevere until she doesn't make something that's embarrassing to Spring.
So who are you aiming at? Sorry, the guy to the north.
Yeah, the one what's in combat.
Oh, the one in combat. All right. Yeah. So you got a plus 10 aim. Oh, you're making a. Are you shooting? I thought you said you were aiming. Sorry.
I'm shooting. Yeah.
Okay, so you'd be short range, single shot, minus 20 for in combat.
So straight shot.
Straight ballistic skill.
No.
Luckily, you do not hit your brother.
Of course not.
And I think I need to give you a lesson in etiquette here, Fairness. When you do such things, you have to say, I think I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing.
You need to curse yourself.
No, don't.
Why would you do
social
that,
curses? That's despicable. That's the worst.
Curse yourself.
That is the worst, Dave.
If every single time I make a shot like that, I say, I think I know what I'm doing, sooner or later I'm going to do it and get a critical. That's my thinking. And then it'll all be worthwhile.
Okay. It's like playing the lottery.
Yep. The stupidity tax. Titties. Hits. And does. Yeah, that's enough. Titties takes his second kill.
Yeah.
Veneta.
Okay, so I shall do a half aim And
Yep.
then presumably, what can I see of this trooper behind the yellow car?
Head and upper body.
We'll do a call shot to the head then. A half aim and a call shot to the head with a plasma.
Okay, so aim. What's your range?
I think it's half, I think.
12. Yeah, it must be. So aim half. Does it have a red dot?
It does, yes.
30. Single shot plus 40.
And then call shot to the head, so 20. I
Minus
think.
20. Yeah, so plus 20 in total. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Roll damage. Oh my word. Confirm the critical. Roll more damage. So that is a total of 24 at pen 6. That's 21 wounds. I think that's a record in this game for a ranged shot. Superheated by the attack, the target's brain explodes, tearing apart his skull and sending flaming chunks of meat flying at those nearby, i.e. Spring. The entire target's body catches fire and runs off headless. Roll 2d10 and a d8. $10 meters. It runs off this way, bumps into the wall of this building and sort of tumbles around for a bit, and then collapses to the floor, burning. And Spring looks at you from across the car bonnet and gives you a cheeky wink and a grin. Nice, she says. You
nice
have
beard. Nice beard, Sprig. It's a big ginger beard. It's fucking massive.
I've been growing it 4 years. You have defeated again the pressure point mercenaries. Some of you are a little less aware.
I'll drive the armoured vehicle. We'll put the supplies in the armoured vehicle and take that instead, eh?
You want to drive the armoured vehicle?
And take the supplies in the armoured vehicle, or even attach the trailer to the armoured vehicle.
Okay, so you'd not get everything that's in the truck in that armoured car. No way, you wouldn't get half of it.
Was the trailer separate, or was it?
No, it's just a truck. It's just a solid truck.
What about if we took one of those cars from the barricade? Like, is there a tow rope on the front of the armoured car? Because we could always tow one of those cars that are in the barricade and load it up with some more stuff.
You could maybe try that. You could also, Veneta could maybe try and assess the damage of the truck.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
If you'd like to do that, I believe you have trade right.
I do indeed.
Yes, this is a fairly common vehicle, so give me a trade right with a plus 20, please.
Oh no, it's a 97.
Okay. Yeah. You don't think you can fix the truck out here?
Also, the truck's fucked. No, it's really fucked. No, I mean I'm not even messing around.
I think we've got something better here. Look at this armoured car; it's a beauty. Let's nick this instead.
Oh, but
It's got a flipping big gun on it. Look, you see what he did to what's his face?
Ferriner should take that heavy weapon.
Yeah, we can maybe for that maybe you can modify it a bit for him to carry. How's that sound? And we've got an armoured car, which is better than a gammy truck in it that's blown to pieces. So it isn't it? I'll correct myself. Proper grammar, Otto. Proper grammar, and he just taps himself on the hand. Proper grammar.
Otto, let's get the fuck out of here while we can. Get in the armoured car, like you said.
I'm in the armoured car. I'm waiting for somebody to drive it. I'm manning this big gun up here.
All right, let's
Get in.
let's
I see-
evac.
okay,
Let's
right,
evac.
I was just going to put his hand up in the air and go like that. Let's wrap it up, people. Wrap it up.
Dave, I'm gonna check for a tracker in this armored car.
Okay. Give me a tech use test.
Good idea.
Plus 20.
I'm not sure how we're going to get it through the door of the mansion now.
You've never had to worry about that with other vehicles.
Pass.
Okay. You do find a tracker hidden under the dashboard. You recognise it as being a similar design to the one you took from the other truck that you stole and sold to Baz. You can try and disable that if you want. It won't require a roll. You can literally just rip it off and chuck it out the window.
It might be attached to Vanetta. Be careful. Sometimes these things that would be attached to explosives. I mean, if I had a tracking device and somebody tried to remove it, I'd want a fail-safe, like an explosive device.
So it's only pressure point. Don't worry about it. I mean, these guys, they're not thinking that far ahead.
Yeah, but look around. They're excellent at exploding. That's what they're really good at. And you know what I mean? Maybe their vehicles are the same too.
I'm going to chuck out the window.
Chuck it out the window. What was the other thing? So, are you gonna?
Otto, I
Sorry.
take it all back. I take it back. All those things I said. Take it all back.
What things did he say?
You're not any of those things, Otto. I take it all back. You're right.
Well, it's all right, Vanetta. It's okay. I knew you'd come to realise this eventually. Like I calculated it. I calculated you were more. You were more of about an 80%, 82%. As you calculated, because we don't really have anything to do with each other, so you don't really have time to form an opinion of me. You can only
Are you done
judge.
kissing on the earth and comms, you two? Are we going to get on with this mission?
No, Otto, it might have been more around 78%.
78%. Shall we meet in the middle? What about 80 then? Let's go for 80 because I'm starting to meet you in the middle. That's what friendship's all about. Anyway, let's go.
All right. There's a few other things to deal with. The truck is loaded with food and metals.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to get it all in the armored car. You're only going to be able to get some of it in the armored car.
I'm going to put all the food in because that was our mission.
Mm-hmm.
And this metal's not even that good. It's not even that good.
It's rubbish.
Back to the metal.
Get the food, especially what Missy wants.
Yeah, and we've got a free armoured vehicle.
And an autocannon, right?
And an autocannon. Yeah, in replace of a truck we sent out to buy earlier.
This is so much better. This is so much better. I mean, look at it! And I was going to swing it around a bit, like that, and just pretend to shoot at stuff. See what he did? It's amazing.
Yeah, so we've got a vehicle out of this, and that's payment enough.
I think it is.
Okay, so one other thing.
The food. Can we carry any more metal with the food loads and light?
You can choose to take food or metal or a bit of each, but you won't get much in the armored car. It's not built for cargo.
All the food. All the food. Yeah.
All the food you can carry.
Pardon?
All the food that we can carry.
You're not going to get all of it. This truck was half full of food and half full of metal. You're not going to get anywhere near half.
Can we tow? Can we get Vanetta to rig?
Well, hold on. I was going to say
tow the truck to the base.
The truck is immobile. It's not going anywhere.
The truck's fucked, but maybe one of these cars. Maybe that'll help. We'll move these cars. Check the cars. See if any of them can drive, Dave.
An excellent plan. It's almost like I could have thought of it myself. Right then.
Make a tech use test for each car, please. At plus 20.
Mm-hmm.
Or Vanetta, or all of us.
We can do this. I was just going to scan the Scan for more enemies near the cars.
2 degrees and 5 degrees.
They both are unlocked and enabled. It appears that Pressure Point must have maybe hacked into them, started them up to move them here. They're currently both enabled.
Have they got tracking devices then?
I'm going to ask who can drive. I mean, I can drive. Who else can drive?
I can drive,
I can
says
drive.
Titulos.
Oh,
I can drive this fairness.
Hey. All right, Baps, come over here.
Don't you fucking start, V. Jesus Christ. No, you started, girl.
I'm going to say, let's load these 2 up. Let's take as much as we can take and be off.
All right.
We could possibly have 3 vehicles running to go and drive it and take it all.
Yeah, we'll prioritize food, but if
but I
space,
mean, as much
we'll
food as we carry.
You're not going to get all the food in these 3 vehicles. There was a lot of food crammed into that truck.
We'll do all food then, right?
Okay. All right. So, I want to know, we've got a yellow car, we've got a blue car, we've got an armoured car. Who is driving what, and who would you like to ride in the other car?
I'm driving the armoured car.
All right.
I'll just man the turret.
Okay.
Seems I'm the only player with a driving license.
Oh no! What do you call it? Otto can as well. Yeah, I can drive as well. Yeah, I can
I mean,
drive.
you're right. Otto. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, just sit in the car if you want.
To be fair, Otto, I have got heavy weapons use, and but if you're
All right,
like a gun,
swap places.
yeah,
Then
all right.
I'll drive. I'm just saying that. Said Otto to himself under his breath, but then gets into the driver's seat and goes, "Yeah, is there any keys in the ignition?"
It's not keys, but it is running. It's a digital readout.
Is there a drive? What do you call it? I'm just going to. Has anybody got a? Has anyone got a knife? We might need one of the hands off one of these.
No,
one of these,
it's a digital keypad.
Point.
Digital keypad.
Oh right, okay. You might need to.
I mean, do you want to take a hand?
Nah, it's not Otto's style.
Okay, so Otto's driving the armoured car. Fairness is riding in the turret. Yeah?
That's a good plan.
What about the other 2
You've
cars?
got heavy weapons used. It makes sense.
I'll take the least. I'll take the least reliable looking of the 2 cars.
The blue one looks the least reliable.
The shady blue car. I'll drive.
Okay, Titulos will take the yellow one. The yellow one looks a little sporty. It looks like it's a little modified. Might be some sort of illegal street racer. So who's missing? Spring.
Oh.
Spring's going to ride with Vanetta. It's a very good job that you swapped Fairness and Otto around, because in about a minute and a half, Fairness would be suffering from fatigue again. And as you set off with as much food as you can carry, driving away from this scene of violence, with not 1, not 2, but 3 new vehicles, but a bit less food. Sorry, I'll start again. Just before you were about to drive off, Vanetta, you realise something. Something that not many other people in this group know. But you know, because you've noticed this before. The vehicles do not drive into the mansion. 1 minute they are outside the mansion, usually close to the door, and the next they are inside the mansion. And no one's ever really paid much attention to this. But you understand what's at work here, and you know that there is a device on the truck that you will need in order to get one or any of these vehicles back into the mansion. There is a teleport homing beacon. Would you like to take the teleport homing beacon from the truck?
Sure. Why not?
Make a tech use test at +20. You've done this a few times.
98, Dave.
Okay.
Park it outside.
Look, I'm tired, all right? I'm tired. It's been a long day.
You
Remember
take
what
the
the
teleport
Inquisitor
Homer.
says, because that's not excuses.
You take the teleport Homer from the truck, but you damage it in the process.
Fuck!
It's going to need
I'm
some
not-
work before you can teleport any of these vehicles into the mansion.
Oh no!
I'm not going to tell Otto about this.
Okay. Are you heading home?
Sure.
Oh, what bloody hell did I want to do?
What's up with you, Anus?
It was something important, but I just can't remember it.
It can't be that important.
It was, but I've been holding my hand up too long. It's too busy listening to it. It's gone. It's gone. Just carry on.
Well,
I'll come back to you.
if it's something that relates to this area and you remember later, I will let you know.
Something we had to do roundabout here. It'll pop back into my head a bit.
Yeah, well, if you remember, I'll let you retcon it because everyone forgets shit. I'm just going to get a drink.
Carry on.
And we'll carry on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gone.
Poor old pressure point.
Poor old pressure point.
They've got to be running out of bad guys by now. I mean, come on.
That was it.
It's like, you're going to have to offer some incentives to join them, aren't you?
Yeah.
And everyone who joined Pressure Point got killed in 2 weeks.
Their insurance company's fucking gone bankrupt, like, you know what I mean? So. Well. That went really well. I was hoping what I was going to do if we didn't steal the cars. I was going to, if more guys came, I was going to aim for the fuel area or the engine block of the cars, try and blow it up and clear a path.
Like
that was that's what I was thinking.
It's like cool that.
Mm-hmm.
Truck might have even got blown up in a shockwave, but
basically, yeah. I mean, like I couldn't see that the spring was there, you see, so I was like, I thought, you know, that would be cool, and I just envisioned the whole thing with this truck with the autocannon. It's a bit like Black Hawk Down, one of the Humvees that they've got in that's just what I envisioned, like going through roadblocks and things like that. That's just how I saw it going down. That was plan B. But because we were towing these things, that's a great plan as well. We've got 2 extra vehicles. I think Spring's going to love that street racer.
Fairness has burnt his first fate point tonight. He's now got 1 left.
Welcome to the gang.
I know. Well, had to do it. Thanks for the first aid, Al. Dave. Oh, he's not here yet. He's not got his headphones on. Hi, Dave.
Hi.
I've remembered.
Okay.
What was the truck? Did it have a tarpaulin over it?
No, it's a solid truck, solid cargo container attached to the back.
Did it have any ratchet straps anywhere?
Make a investigation. Make a search check. You want to try and find some?
I would like to try just to know. Just to know. Just to know. Oh!
Yeah, you find a couple.
I'm here.
Yep.
That passed.
Yep, you find a couple of ratchet straps.
Oh, okay. I would like to take a lot more supplies with me and ratchets that strap them down to the between the roof and stuff of the vehicle.
All right. What, on the armoured car?
Yes. So I can get more supplies. I'll have to restrict a bit of vision from the front of the turret by stacking them on top of the vehicle, unfortunately, but it means we get all the supplies on, but we will have restricted vision because I'll actually strap them up with 2 straps, keep the whole pack on. If I stack it square, it'd be easy.
Okay. Just make an agility test for me. Straight agility test.
Okay. Fairness, yeah.
Yep.
Here you are. Just a man. A man, exactly.
Some nice rolling fairness.
Just a man.
Man's bitches.
Nothing but a man could never fail.
All right. Flash! Flash! I love you, but we only have a really oddly specific amount of time to save the Earth.
It's alive!
Flash!
Dispatch war rocket Ajax to bring back
his body.
Gordon's alive!
General Garner, Flash Gordon approaching. What do you mean, Flash Gordon approaching? Open fire! All weapons!
Funniest thing about that song. Funniest thing about that song is that it appears on Queen's Greatest Hits Volume 1 just before Seven Seas of Rye. So you've got this quite dramatic, end of the world Armageddon type battle song, and then it ends, fades out, and then you've got this diddly 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 little guitar riff comes in. It's just so out of place.
It's natural progression.
Right, okay.
The best. Have you seen that? Have you seen that scene in Blades of Glory where it's like the two male figure skaters and they're actually do a rather raunchy routine to Flash, and it's incredible. If you haven't seen Blades of Glory, watch it because it's fucking hilarious. So,
I've seen it.
I really enjoy
good.
Blades of Glory as well. The ice skating sort of competition thing.
It's so good. So very good.
Will Ferrell, isn't it?
Yeah, Will Ferrell and what do you call it? And the guy who played Napoleon Dynamite in Napoleon Dynamite. It's what do you call it? Chaz Michaels. That's it.
Let's carry on.
That guy, the one.
The dude, the guy.
Yeah.
The one that was in the thing.
I know the one you mean.
Thing. Yeah. That guy.
All right.
Just a man. With a man courage and anyway. Nothing but a man could never fail. So continue. Please, Dave, continue.
Sorry, we had a flash moment and then the game went wrong.
All right.
Every one of us.
So for the next few hours, you flash. For the next few hours, you drive down and down through the levels of Hive Desalim. Gordon's alive.
Alive.
I'm Brian Blessed, and I have a beard. By the time you reach the ruined districts of the Underhive, in which the elevator to the carnival stands, it's past midnight, which is fortunate, as the carnival will be closed for the evening. Various people that come and go from across the hive to witness its delights will be long gone. You park up your 3 new vehicles. You can't get them down the elevator. In the past, when you've brought new vehicles here, what happened, for example, with the truck was Susie stayed guard while Vanetta fetched the teleport beacon, and the truck was teleported into the mansion. But right now, you do not have a working teleport beacon. What would you like to do?
Vanetta, fix it.
Fuck Susie. No, fuck her. I'm going to go looking for Jax. I'm going to ask around for Jax, head of security.
I'll stay here and guard the vehicles. I'll maybe hire some of those pressure point guys to just help me guard it.
So, Otto, are you staying to guard the vehicles?
Yeah, whilst using my data slate to summon some pressure point guys to guard the vehicle.
Titulos will stay on guard with you. There aren't any, mate. They're dead.
He was just saying that they've got to be running out of bad guys by now because they've all been massacred in horrible ways. It's not a very attractive job.
I mean,
there was security for
people need money, right?
Their jobs. They would have been working family men. And all of that.
What about his kids? What are they going to do?
They're going to come back for revenge.
Tell you what, in about 15 years, Goon 7 Jr. is going to come looking for you guys.
Oh, no.
Okay, so...
Remember that, Dave, because we're probably going to be doing this in 15 years.
If you think I don't make a note of this sort of stuff, you are sorely mistaken. And if they don't come back in this campaign, they'll crop up in another.
Awesome.
All right, so Otto and Titulos are going to guard the vehicles. Venetta, are you heading back to Jax, did you say?
Yeah, sure. I want to search out the head of security.
Okay, Ferinus, what are you up to?
Fairness. What, while the vehicles are stopped?
Yeah, we're waiting at the elevator down into the carnival. Venetta's off to see Jax. Otto and Titulos are guarding the vehicles.
Make a security.
Can I look up the schematics on Gargle? I'm going to look up the schematics on Gargle. See if I can find any more information about these vehicles.
Get off that site. Get off that site. It's not good for you.
What does this site mean? I don't understand.
Not that one. Not that one. The search engine.
You're in the Hive Decilium noosphere. Anyway. You're in the dark noosphere.
What does this
doing a
mean?
security sweep on the area and looking around everywhere to make sure it's secure.
Okay, so you're going to stand guard, are you?
Security sweeping. I'm not standing. I'm checking the perimeter backwards and forwards.
Yeah, but I mean, are you staying with the vehicles? Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Spring's going to come with Venetta. And on the rather lengthy ride down to the mansion, Spring's like, that was fucking hoot, wasn't it, V? That was fucking amazing. You see how that guy's fucking head blew apart when you shot it? It's like, look, I've still got some of it on my armour.
He was asking for it, right?
Definitely. Did you see me do the running through the window thing? That was fantastic.
To be honest, I didn't, but I heard the damage. I was concentrating on the other side. There was an autocannon. It was a bit much, so we. Yeah. I mean, but yeah. It all went according to plan, right?
Exactly the plan. We had a plan, didn't we? The only problem is, when we get back down and we get back to the mansion, we ain't got all the food. And Gladys is going to be pissed, and Missy even more so. But
Missy, why would Missy be pissed?
We ain't got all the food that we promised her, did we?
We got strap it down on top of the roof.
Loads of food. There's loads of food. She can't possibly be angry with us, right?
I mean, there's definitely food. Missy said she needed food, but I mean, we had loads. We had thousands of phones worth of food. We fucking ain't got that much now, have we?
I mean, you're right. I mean,
should we go back and get more?
No. Let's not go back. Let's go home.
No, sod it. While these lot are worried about having a teleport home trip, we're going to go back and get some more supplies. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
It does. It does. Should we just have? Should we just?
I mean,
we'll drive back and we'll just take the armored car.
Back.
We can always rob some food or someone.
Someone can stand guard.
Pressure point.
Supplies.
So you want to leave one person alone standing guard with the supplies in the Underhive, while the rest of you go back 4 or 5 hours minimum to the vehicles. Is that what you say?
The scene of a crime.
I that Dave. I'm only kidding.
If that's what you're doing, I just need to know who's getting left behind. That's all I need to know.
No one gets left behind. Let's just leave them there. and rig them with explosives. All right, yeah, that's okay.
I'm not testing you, Dave. I'm not testing
You did get a lot of the food, but you didn't get it all. There's no way you would have been able to get all the food into these 2 normal civilian cars and an armoured car that has very little cargo space, even strapping some down. You've got some of it, but there's no way you'd get everything you had in that truck.
Fuck God. Should we leave someone to defend the truck's position?
Sometimes you got to leave a pie behind. Sometimes you got to leave that pie behind.
That's a lot of pie. That's a lot of pie. Missy could make 1,000 pies. 1,000 pies.
We were lucky to get out of there. We were lucky.
1,000 pies, lads. Think about it. 1,000 pies.
Mrs. Special pies.
Don't go back.
For special agents of the Inquisition. Sitting there. Make a fortune. This time next year we'll be millionaires.
Well, can you cram, Dave, an extra 10% because I'm going to make everybody drive with a full stack load of pies?
I've already. There's no pies. It's all raw ingredients. I've already assumed you've filled the car as much as you can.
Okay.
But there's no way you're going to get all that food back in 3 cars when you had a cargo vehicle.
Work out the area of
I've already done it, Hayden. I've already done it. Don't worry about it. I'm way ahead of you.
What about if
we're never going to get it all? All right. Let me explain this to you in another way.
It's okay, Dave. It's okay.
It's an armored pickup truck with very small cargo space that is about a meter cubed, and 2 civilian cars comparable to modern day civilian cars. The truck is like a fucking 6-wheeled large cargo hauler. So imagine how much food you'd be able to get into that compared to what you'd be getting in a vehicle. It's a fraction.
Yeah, it says straps lots of stuff.
What's the exact fraction?
Come on, Dave. Anyway, it's like
the exact figures.
I just on I can't help myself. Carry on. Just carry on.
Dave, I know you've prepared them, so I want the exact figures. I want the fractions.
All right. So in the armored car, you would have got 3% of the original load.
Amazing, Dave.
In the 2 other cars, you got 10% in each car of the original load. And then for Hayden's strapping down, he was going to get another 10%, but because he got 2 degrees of success, I gave him 5% for each degree of success. So he got another 10%. Sorry, another 20% strap down. That's what you got.
43%. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maths. And that's the only time I've ever said that in my life. Ever.
You are a maths nerd.
So drink it down. Never said Jace in maths ever. Yes. Nice.
Didn't have a pad in front of him.
Love it.
All right. So, what's the plan? Who's guarding the vehicle?
It's all up here.
You're all guarding the vehicle, yeah? Spring of the next.
No one's guarding the vehicle. Everyone's going home. Isn't that right, guys?
Well,
if that's what you want to do?
No, we need to guard the vehicle.
Do you mean guard the vehicle?
No.
Oh, well, we'll need
No.
gears laid
back to the mansion. We've got everything we need, right?
Near exit to the underhive. They're going to be safe there. Sure of it.
Can I check the administrator and Stratton Davis on the registration of this vehicle if it has one
on the armored car,
number, and then try and hack into it and adjust it so it's ours? Yeah, on the armored.
You can't do that from here.
Vehicles, okay.
No, you need. There's no connection in the underhive.
No,
you have to be back
I'll
in
take
the
Okay.
I'm gonna
spend my time guiding the vehicles to take the serial number. Sorry, Hayden. I'm just gonna take all the details down of these vehicles.
You don't need to have the
let
details.
Hayden speak.
You don't need to.
I do because I'm gonna get. I'm going to get Vanetta to help me hack into the Mac, all the ownership details and stuff as well, and then I'm going to forge the documents to say that they're ours in case anybody pulls us up in the future after we've resprayed.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Cargo 6.
Got to do it properly. You've got to prepare these things properly. You don't want it biting us in the arse at a later date.
Hey,
I recognise that.
It's best to repay over the blood.
Okay. So,
Jet Wash.
While you're charging, while you're checking all this out, and the rest of you are keeping guard of the vehicles, Vanetta, as you're riding down and Spring's babbling away, you know that when you first arrived in the mansion a number of years ago, there was a limited number of teleport homing beacons in the mansion. And you've used some. Mesmeron has actually in the past asked you to help her with this. One was on the ground car, which is currently in the mansion. One was on the land speeder, which is currently with Mesmeron aboard the Reckless Endeavour. There's also one on Mesmeron's massive suit of tactical dreadnought armour. And there were two others in Les's armoury. One of those is now affixed to the cargo, or was affixed to the Cargo 6. That's the one you currently hold that is slightly damaged.
Can't we just teleport the Cargo 6 into the hangar bay?
That's literally the point that I'm trying to make. Vanetta's damaged the teleport homer. It was on the Cargo 6. It has to be quite close to the door to the mansion for it to be used. That's how the vehicle has got in and out of the mansion in the past. But right now, it's several hours away. And even if it wasn't, Vanetta's got the teleport homer and it's damaged. But you do know Les had another teleport homer in the armory. It takes as long as usual.
Well,
sorry?
One other question, please, Dave. As in, has Mesmeron taken a Terminator armor as well?
You haven't seen it in the mansion since she left. It was in her office originally.
And we think it's left since she's gone.
You haven't seen it since.
All right.
It was there when the day that she left, where she took you all one at a time and had a word with each of you, what she expected of you. You all saw her Terminator armor in her office with her, with the exception of Gaius, who saw Les working on it in the armory. So as Spring babbles at you, Vanetta, it takes as long as usual for the rickety, rusty elevator to descend into the underhive, about 20 minutes. And you head along the tunnel, emerging into the cavern where, across the bridge that spans the lake of filth and industrial runoff, there is the island. And there stands the Carnival of Catastrophe. And the carnival is quiet. You can see a handful of people moving about across the bridge in the dim lighting. Two figures stand guard on the far side of the bridge. But for once, Jax is not there. But his dim companion, Strang, is, and he waves at you and Spring with his fancy high-tech las rifle. Waves it in the air in greeting, clearly recognizing you. And at his side stands another man, another member of security. You've seen him about, but you've never really had anything to do with him besides consoling him after generic security NPC number 4 was killed by the Gene Stealer.
No!
You pass across the bridge, and Strang gives you a warmish evening as you approach.
We're in a lot of trouble, Strang.
Oh, you can't notice it. Although he's speaking to you, he seems to be quite blatantly, obviously, staring at Spring's chest.
Eyes up here, Strang.
Oh, yeah?
I need to get through. Let me through.
Yeah, of course, you're welcome anytime, you know that. Go on.
I'm in a rush.
I'll stop talking to me then.
Is he sort of pinching one off at the same time? It sounds a bit like he's...
It's just a bit slow. It's hard work speak. It's noise mouth stuff.
I'm going to rush off towards the mansion, Dave.
Okay. Pass by the food stalls. Closed for the evening. Past the big top. Fortune teller's tent. The House of Horrors. A sign hangs across the door. Temporarily closed, awaiting new management. Reads. Out of the carnival and into the shanty town. Near the hut that you call home, there are several piles of rubbish. Waste cleaned up from the evening's festivities, you imagine. A ragged, filthy figure moves amongst them, rummaging through bags and boxes of garbage. Satisfied that there's nothing of value within a certain box, he lifts it and begins to walk over towards the chasm. And he sees you. All right, mates! Just clearing up the shit, ain't I? It's me, Dirty Ken. Yeah, Dirty Ken will tidy up all the shit, won't he? Because he's already fucking filthy, isn't he? Yeah. He carries on. Into the shanty hut you go. It's the same as always.
Dirty bastard.
You know your duty, Ken.
In the shanty hut, there are a few sparse pieces of furniture. The windows are shuttered against peering eyes, and a good thing too. You head over to the bedroom door this spring, and you pass through. And as you do, you picture in your mind's eye where you want to be. The familiar sense of dislocation from reality washes over you, and up and down mean nothing for a moment, and your stomach lurches. And then you stand once more in the grand entrance of the mansion's foyer, with its marble tiled floor, crenellated columns stretching up to the ceiling, sweeping staircase leading to a landing where pictures of Mesmeron and her family hang alongside pictures of a handsome, regal-looking man with dark skin. The people that you have assumed in your time are his family, whoever he is. And a figure comes down the stairs, hunched over, his skin pale, loose-fitting. He wears an ill-fitting suit of black fabric. He smiles at you both. It is not a pleasant sight. Interrogator Simeon Gladstock wheezes as a little as he descends the stairs and approaches you. Good evening, Acolytes. Have you returned with Mrs. Supplies?
I had so much more, Gladstock, you wouldn't believe the trouble we've been through. All right, sorry.
Mostly.
The wind seems to say.
What's that the wind says?
Cool.
I don't believe it.
The
wind lies.
Pigeon. Cool. Have the truck brought in, Miss Calamere, and I will send Jeeves to take care of it.
Are you alright, Gladstock?
I'm fine, just a little worse for wear today. It comes and goes.
Who has access to the to his orb other than me?
It's you and Siegfried have to be together to open it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to send a letter to Siegfried. I'm at the first available opportunity.
A letter?
It's both of us. It's both at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to send a letter to Siegfried at the first opportunity, telling him that I need him.
Okay.
Desperately.
No worries.
Desperately, I need Siegfried. Like,
all right.
2 months ago. And I'll send a missive as fast as I can.
Okay.
I'll send a message back. I'll just do it now. I'll send a message back with a bit of clear plastic perspex with a thumbprint on it that's been lightly dusted.
Meta chicken alert.
Okay.
That is meta chickeny as fuck. I'm sorry, I'm not having that. I mean, Siegfried.
That's genius. That's genius. That's not meta.
Siegfried can. No, that is absolute meta. Siegfried can get back here in the blink of an eye. Remember, he's got the gate.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But
you can send that message when you're ready.
Naughty Siegfried. Not allowed, Siegfried.
I was just trying to do something spy.
What you doing, Vanetta?
Okay, I'm not quite sure, Dave. Where I'm up to now, so.
So Gladstocker's just asked if you've returned with Missy's supplies and get the truck in, and he will send Jeeves.
Okay, yeah, I'll say mostly, and I'll go and to the armory, I think. See if Les is there.
Yeah, you get to the armory. It's about midnight, but the armory is open. You've noticed over the last few weeks, Les has been leaving the armory door open so people can come and go at will.
I'm going to walk right in.
All right. Les is asleep behind the counter just inside the door with his hands down his pants. Or one of his hands, the hand that Gaius gave him, to be specific.
I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna whisper at Les urgently.
That is the most dangerous stranger I've ever seen.
Les, not now, Les.
Oh, God, cool, blimey! Oh, fucking hell, Miss Kellerman, you didn't have to give me a fright, did you? He's still got his hand down his pants.
Les, we ain't got time for that.
Right, what have we got time for? He's still got his hand down his pants.
I was looking for it. I fucked the last teleport home where I fucked it. I really did. We got another one around here somewhere.
We had two, didn't we? You took one for that truck you were.
And I fucked it. I fucked it up.
It's fucking hell, V. We ain't got none spare. Antonio had me mess about with the last one. Got to put like a load of barbed spikes on it and had me rig it into like a little holster type device, quick release thing on her armour. I don't know why.
No. You're telling me there's no hope?
No.
I mean, if you need one desperately, just take one off the car.
The car? Which car? Which car's that?
The ground car.
All right, yeah, yeah, that's a good idea. Come here, give me a little hug.
He does. He finally takes his hand out of his pants, and he he gives Vanetta a big hug after he sniffs his hand. You feel something pressing into your lower thigh.
Is that your bionic limb, or is it you just pleased to see me?
Just pleased to see you, ain't I? You know, I get a lot of company down here.
Les, you've groomed a whole nation. Let me go.
Sorry, V, sorry. Just having a nice dream, you know, when you woke me up, and I'm still in the dream a little bit. You know, don't mean no harm.
I'm gonna pull the plasma pistol. I'm gonna say, "Back off, Les!"
Oh, fucking hell! Les backs off.
Get the fuck off, Les! Fucking rapist. I'm gonna back the fuck away and escape Les as quick as possible.
All right. Okay. Where are you going now?
So you say it's a teleport home on the the ground car. Is that in a workshop or?
Yes, it is. There's normally the ground car and the truck there. Well, at one point there was the ground car and the land speeder, but obviously the land speeder's gone with Mesmer.
Yeah, back to my workshop then.
Okay. You head back to your workshop, and as you enter, you find something hovering in the middle of the room. A servo skull. An Auspex servo skull. The one you sent to recon the mountain a few days ago.
Ooh.
Can I communicate with said servo skull?
You can.
I'm going to tell it, not now. Now's not a good time. Just stay out of trouble.
It trundles off into the corner of the room, looking forlorn.
Okay, very good. I'd like to try and salvage a teleport home, please, from the ground car.
Okay, So it's a tech use test at +20 again, but you're in the workshop, so you can use the equipment in the workshop, which gives you another +20.
Okay. Surely. Impossible to miss that one.
So you take the teleport Homer easily. You must have just been maybe a bit panicked by the combat in the last session, in the last area rather. Okay. What are you doing with this?
Sure. So I need to head back out to where we've kind of captured those other vehicles and try and bring them into the mansion using this.
Okay. Spring comes with you. You head back up. It takes about half an hour to get back. And when you get there, Otto, Titulos, and Ferinus are there waiting. You quickly realise that there's not going to be room for all of these vehicles. You can probably get the armoured car and maybe one of the other cars. The armoured car is quite big. Probably get the armoured car and maybe one of the other cars, or both of the other cars, definitely. But I'd like you to make an intelligence test, please, at +10. Some time ago, about 3 weeks ago, in fact, you got a little angry at the Inquisitor for the way she treated you. And at the time, she was writing in a book, and she apologised to you and told you she was distracted. And she explained that she was writing an instruction book for Trantia on how to use the mansion. You've seen the mansion repair itself. You've seen the mansion do a number of strange things. And you've shared headspace with Alyssa. And with this knowledge combined, you are Captain Planet. No, and with this knowledge combined, you are aware that the mansion takes on the form that whoever controls it desires. And you think that Trantia, or even Alyssa, could perhaps change the dimensions of any part of the mansion.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Okay, so I'd like to bring in the armoured car for a start with the autocannon. The first thing to bring in.
Okay. Give me another tech use test at +20. Oh dear.
No. If only I hadn't squandered all my fate points trying to make some non-embarrassing armour for spring.
Okay, so you damage the teleport Homer trying to reattach it to the armoured car. What would you like to do? You do think you can repair these. You don't think they're beyond repair?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna think that maybe I've overdone it today. Maybe a good night's sleep is what I need. I need to stop working on these, advanced technological devices. Maybe I just need to have a fucking chill, right?
Yeah.
I need to stop fucking up these teleport homers. There's no need to keep fucking them up over and over. So
yeah,
I'm gonna take these damaged parts and I'm gonna head back to my fucking chambers.
Okay. So what's everyone else doing?
We're back in the
I'll be right back.
So at the minute, you're still with the vehicles. Vanetta has damaged both teleport homers. She's unable to get the vehicles into the mansion.
Has she let us know?
Yeah, I mean, you were there when she would have damaged it.
Well, is there another way to get into the mansion with this stuff?
It's the only way you know. There's only two ways to get into the mansion. One is through the door, or one of the two doors, and the other one is to teleport things in. And you are aware that no one has ever teleported in or out. You've always been advised to get out of the vehicles.
Well, is there a way of us taking the food down to the cannibal and getting it into the house?
Yeah, you can carry the food. Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay. So Ferinus is going to carry the food. Spring will help.
I will just help move stuff to the lift, but not beyond.
Okay, just wait for Al to come back.
My apologies for the alien meta. Got a bit carried away.
It's all right.
See, Johnny, everybody does.
Come back.
Okay, so as you've fucked this and are unable to get the vehicles inside for now, Ferinus, Spring, Titchlos, and Otto are going to start moving the food through the carnival to the shanty town and into the mansion. So what I'm going to assume is that you don't all do this at any one time. You're not all transferring food. I'm going to assume that you're doing it in shifts. A couple of you standing guard, the rest of you moving the food. If that's what you want to do. Hello, Hayden. I heard a weird noise from Hayden.
The brownest packet.
I hear you, Hayden. You're breaking up. No? Okay. I think we lost Hayden. So it's going to take a few hours to do this, even with the 5 of you working together. It was already about midnight when you got back, so you're going to be working into the small hours. But eventually you get the food in. Hayden, are you there? I can see you moving.
Yep.
Yeah. So is that what you're all doing? You're working in shifts, taking turns guarding.
Rejoin.
Food?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So it's going to be early hours in the morning by the time you get all this done. The vehicles are still outside. For now. But by the time you're all done with this, especially you, Ferinus, you are exhausted because you were quite badly wounded.
I've got 2 wounds now.
Yep, it's still quite badly wounded, and you're also fatigued. So I'm assuming everyone's going to bed? What about you, Vinetta? Because you don't need to sleep as much as other people.
I might start again on Spring's mesh armor.
All right.
Taking it apart and putting it back together again.
Okie dokie. So that would... you would need to rest a little bit.
I'll rest as much as I need to and then do a bit of work on that as well.
All right. All right. It's day 22 since Inquisitor Mesmeron left the mansion. At breakfast, hang on, I've got to, yeah. Sorry, day 22. No, it's day 21 since Mesmeron left the mansion. A month since you defeated Spear. 39 days since you arrived on Desilium. 4 months since Mesmeron was accused of heresy and left Scintilla whilst under house arrest. Breakfast is served. The gang's all here, mostly. It's been quiet without the presence of Von Morton, Mortalis and Canny. Well, it was until yesterday. You wonder what those 3 are up to. Gladstock sits at the head of the table. He is not eating breakfast, and for this you are thankful. Missy moves between you, serving up a veritable feast of cooked meats. She thanks each of you for her new supplies that she awoke to this morning in the kitchen. This is one of the most grand breakfasts you've had since you arrived here. Ichilos and Ferinus sit across from each other, as always. Otto sits with his nose in a data slate, absent-mindedly spooning food into his mouth. Spring eats with vigour, eyeing the rest of you suspiciously, as though one of you may try to steal her plate. Vinetta, Missy has once again prepared a special selection for you, specially processed food that you require thanks to the horrors inflicted on you by the Magos. Dr. Pench looks hungover, just for a change. He's drinking recaf, not eating. Les is leering at Susie and Spring. Susie does her best to ignore him as she methodically dissects her meal. Jarek makes a mess as he chews. His mechanical jaw is powerful, but the lack of lips makes his food occasionally fall from his mouth. Halfway through breakfast, Trantia walks in, dressed in simpler clothing than you're used to. She's been turning up every morning for the last few days, having breakfast and then heading into the carnival, where she meets Agatha, the fortune teller, an old friend of hers, you hear. And then at the end of the day, she retires to spire Eldon to Lady Pagny's wing, where she pretends to be Siegfried's wife. Jeeves stands in the background, waiting patiently for a command. His vox speaker still hangs awkwardly on wires where his mouth used to be. Gladstock waits until Missy leaves to tend to Thomas. And then he speaks up. Do not take me for a fool. I realize that something toward happened yesterday on your shopping trip. The fact that you neglected to inform me suggests that either you do not trust me, you simply wish to keep whatever you are up to a secret.
It's not that Gladstock. It's not that at all. It's that
I feel like we fucked up entirely. That was all a bit too ashamed to come talk to you straight away without plucking up a good pair of bollocks because you want scary bastard at times.
Oh, I mean, you shouldn't say that.
Yeah, I have.
Gladstock looks straight at you, Theranos. He meets your gaze. He's quite disturbing to make eye contact with, mostly because his face is shifting a lot. He says to you, Theranos, my job is to guide you, to provide advice and assistance where I can. I have no interest in knowing what each of you get up to in private, but if something occurs that puts this operation in jeopardy, I have a right to know about it.
Good point. Talk to Spring.
Point the finger at Spring. Spring says, me, I don't know nothing, Gladys. I can do nothing. I don't know what he's talking about, you know.
Gladstock, Spring doesn't know anything. No, seriously, Gladstock. I mean it.
I am simultaneously inclined to agree and disagree with you, Miss Callum. Spring does know very little, but she also knows more than she lets on. Spring at this point is just like tending to not understand what's going on.
Gladstock, we tell you what you need to know.
What I need to know. I am an interrogator of the Order Malleus, and you are the Acolytes under my... under my care. I need to know everything to keep you safe.
It was all right. It was Pressure Point, all right? It was Pressure Point. They tried to kill us all. But, you know, they only had a few heavy weapons.
Pressure Point?
Fuck Pressure Point. Fuck those guys. They were trying to seek revenge. Maybe because we killed so many of them.
Let me get this straight. The mercenary outfit. Pressure Point.
That's the ones. Ones in black armour.
Yes, guys.
Yeah, same ones that I hired to help us move all that gold temporarily, those phones temporarily into the mansion. Not the exact same, but same outfit.
I know.
Well, that might make sense on how they knew where to ambush us then.
They hate us. They hate us.
No, not at all. Because the other ones, they had no idea. They couldn't, unless they have some sort of psychic working for them that could predetermine.
There was a tracking device aboard the truck.
Yeah, tracking device. That's all it was.
Device. That's how they took. That's how they attacked us.
Throne, give me strength. I know the Inquisitor was not pleased that Otto involved him in your little investigation a few weeks back, but this is more. They're obviously aware of us here. This is troubling. Perhaps you should lay low for a while. Stay out of the hive at large. Stay within the mansion, the carnival, for a few days. Let this die down.
I mean,
that's next. That's next night I do Gladstock. I'll hit the book.
It can't hurt, right?
Exactly. I'm sure you have things you can be doing. Just for a few days, I will make some inquiries. Gladstock stands. Says, I have told each of you before, and I reiterate my point. If you need assistance or advice, my door is always open. And then he turns and leaves.
I mean, we probably should have told him before, right? Or maybe brought him with us, right? I mean,
well,
he's
yeah,
probably.
probably, yeah. We maybe should have said something like, just in case, we are it was Saurian assets. It might have been an idea to inform our superior that we were actually off on a little jolly.
we are servants of the God Emperor, aren't we?
We are. I mean, I don't know if the God Emperor would sanction daylight robbery.
Of course he would. If it was in legal disposal of the heretic.
Well, yeah.
Pressure point to heretics.
Heretic.
Are they?
By association.
Let me look into them. I'll look into them and find out. Find out if I can find any dirt on them.
But if we're willing to defend people which we deem to track on our.
I think they were just acting as generic security personnel. I don't think that they have a thing against us personally.
Dirty pressure point. They've got something against us.
They have.
They've got it in for us, haven't they?
They just seem to be.
I feel like we need to find our leader and wipe them out.
That's not a bad idea.
Who
Brunetta, can you hook up to the net? Otto, can you go find out as much information about the leader, the founder of Pressure Point, and we will go wipe them out.
Pressure Point, Otto? Can we kill them while they sleep?
Yeah, exactly. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll get in contact with Siegfried. He might be up for something like that. Let's find out who they really work for. Maybe Siegfried could put a squeeze on them in the upper hive. That's a great idea.
Siegfried could put a bullet on his head. He didn't need any of us. He on his own. Siegfried.
Yeah, he'll be up for that.
Pistol to the back of the head.
Yeah.
I'd say this Pressure Point seems like real heretical stuff. I think we should proceed with full immunity.
A shady push off a balcony, and he'll love that sort of thing. Yeah. And then it's going to turn to Minette, like, how you doing with that? How you doing with that pistol of mine? Is that slash thermos flask?
There's been complications, Otto.
What does it not?
I mean, it doesn't.
How complicated could it be?
I'm trying to make it fit inside a thermos flask. That's how complicated. It won't go.
It's a big pistol.
It won't connect together, Otto. What am I to do?
Well, it could be one of those. What you should do, if there's like a bit of the handle sticking out of it, just make it into a bigger, add something to it, make a little handle. So it's like, a handle that you might be able to use with two hands, or put it on the other side, so that it looks like it's
a thermos. Yeah. It's a thermos flask. It's not a plasma gun, Otto.
Yeah, but I mean, you could strap it through, to your belt or whatever, or strap it to your back if it's a massive flask. I mean, how many people am I catering for?
Well, like an RPG coffee flask.
I drink a lot of recaf, Vanetta. It don't matter how big it is. In fact, if anything, the boys down at the administratum. I mean, if they, it's all about the size of your flask down there. You know what I mean? It's all about the size of your flask.
They're going to get jealous.
Well, yeah, I want to be.
Litre flask.
When I walk in with spotting this flask, I want them to stop what they're doing and go, it's going to cause a blip with the activity in the administratum. That's never been seen.
can't rush it, Otto. We need to just take our time with it.
Well,
you can't rush these things.
all
You can't
right.
rush. You can't rush perfection, Otto.
I mean, who wouldn't want a voice-activated ammo-firing thermos flask? I ask you. I mean, I'm just going to look around the table and just gesture. Who wouldn't want that? Do you like recaf? Do you? I like recaf, and I like guns. I like guns and recaf.
Spring's just staring at you the whole time you ask this question, Otto, like this. Her fucking pupils are massive.
Otto, give us a chance, Otto. Just give us a chance. I'm all over it. Just give me a minute.
Okay, he's going to spill a bit of his recaf. He's going to pick up his recaf and he's shaking a little bit because he's had loads already. And he's spilled it up on his date slate and then swipe it over his sleeve. Like, recaf and guns. That's what the Inquisition's all about. Recaf and guns. And research. And then he's going to slam his coffee cup down. And then, I'm off to the library. And then sweep out. He doesn't slam the door. He's just, he's too weak. But he sweeps out.
Okay.
Singing I've got the quills to pay the bills. I've got the quills to pay the bill. Right. As he goes down to as he walks off to the library. That's what he's doing.
All right. So it's day 21 in the mansion. Baroness, what would you like to do today?
Oh, in day 21. Just chilling about, hanging around in the briny blue of the ocean sea.
Day of hanging out.
Oh, the furnace is going to have a big lie-in. Then when he wakes up, he's going to find some sort of some imperial porn magazine.
You're off porn shopping. Okay.
No. He's gonna scroll through his data slate or something he downloaded early in his life, and he's gonna spend a good half an hour cracking on after that.
Okay.
And after that, he's gonna go get a shower, wash himself off, get round to sort of brunch time, have himself a really good brunch. He's gonna sit down, have a recaf, and then have a bit of re-bread with re-bacon and re-cheese.
Remarkable choices.
You should have re-bacon, re-lettuce, and re-tomato.
Re-lettuce.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Look. If you've got an order,
it's not a re-BLT.
Look.
These guards got
an order. If you've got an order, Alan,
a re-LT.
put it in for yourself. So, yeah, that's what I'm having.
Re-rashes.
And then after that, in the afternoon, I'm going to stroll down, going to see how Tits is doing. And when I get to Tits, I'm going to go, all right, boobies.
Don't you fucking stop, Ferris.
I heard it from the back cab. Tits.
It's bad enough that fucking child's giving me all this shit. Don't you fucking start giving me grief too.
Look, man. It's funny. It was funny. She's doing a job right.
I mean, she's a good girl, and she's got her uses, but the fucking mouth on her. And she never sits still. She's always running around doing stupid fucking crazy shit. Have you seen that fucking sign she's got in the basement?
So, bro, who was on the road that day doing the mission?
Yeah.
Anything you think you saw about the enemy what seemed amiss?
What do you mean, like back yesterday, or?
Sorry, bro. Hiccups. All the way through that. All yesterday, like when we was fighting them, anything about their tactics and that setup as well. After that, when we got rid of the vehicle and got back, I don't know. God, something about that last bit puts a bad taste in my mouth.
What do you mean, leaving the vehicle up at the elevator and that?
No, the ambush beforehand.
Oh, the ambush? Well, I mean, it's pretty fucking standard tactics, innit? They were tracking the vehicle. They Can I help you?
You made that.
The 10th. That's random. Yeah, it's pretty fucking standard tactics. They knew where we were going. They must have predicted our route based on the route that we might have gone last time or something in the truck.
Well, that means they've been watching us for a bit then.
Yeah, shit. They must know that we're down here in the carnival, or
Yeah.
at least track the truck to the top of the carnival
Remember,
elevator.
they've been all around the area. I think someone mentioned they'd seen them in the carnival dead before. I don't know how many of them reported back, but you can probably be sure that someone did. I think maybe our situation and our place here is starting to become compromised.
You think we should maybe speak to Gladstock, get the mansion moved?
Yeah, that's what I'm reckoning.
Yeah, good idea, bro. Yeah, I think you might be right.
Anyway, that's just a little thought. I didn't think I'd bring it with the others, but bro,
Yeah,
you can't always take it all seriously enough, can you?
No, true. It's end of the day, bro. It's fucking Big Hive, isn't it? Plenty of places we can hide store.
That's it.
Let's have a word with Gladders and see if he's got any ideas or if any of the others.
Yeah, I think so. Brother. I think so. Anyway, I'm off. See you in a bit. And that's Fairness's day. I'll have tea, have a shit,
Okay.
go to sleep, read a book.
All right. Okay. During the rest of the day, Trantia spends most of her time with Agatha again. Spring. Who knows what Spring gets up to? Otto, what are you doing today?
I'm going to research pressure point.
Pressure point.
I want to research pressure point, find out who actually is in charge of them, if they are have any connections to anybody in the upper hive, and they probably wouldn't have any records. There'd be confidential records, I'd imagine, about contracts. But I want to try and see if I can find some somehow.
Okay, so as usual, you can use Mesmeron's library or the Decilium archive.
I'm going to use the Decilium archive.
Okay. Are you traveling to the Decilium archive or using it remotely?
I am going to travel there. And on my way, as I'm shuffling about getting my stuff ready, I'm going to comms to Vanetta about, what happened to have that thermos flask prepared, would you? I'm off up to the administratum. I do so want to show it off.
Otto, you it's only been like a few moments since the last time you asked me about it. It's still not finished. You've got to give me a fucking chance here. I've done my best with the thermos flask, and you asked me a moment ago, and now you're asking me again. I haven't got any chance to do anything at all.
My mind's racing. I mean, what am I supposed to put my recap in? What am I supposed?
Just put it in a bucket for all I care, Otto. Just
my mind is like my mind's a powerful tool. If I don't have the recap, it might slow down. You know what I mean? I might miss something. I don't want to miss anything.
You're asking the wrong person. I can't give you any more recap.
Oh, all right. I'm just going to come into.
It's not in my power, Otto.
I'm going to come into Gladstock. Mr. Gladstock, it's Otto. Sorry to bother you. Do you know if Mesmeron keeps any thermos flasks around? Because mine's sort of in the process of being made. Sorry to disturb you, by the way. Sorry. Over.
There's a moment. There's a pause, and then you hear heavy breathing, and then you hear Otto. When I said, come to me for advice, this isn't quite what I had in mind. Has it occurred to you to maybe ask Missy for such trivial things?
No, it didn't. Oh, that's a brilliant idea, Gladstock. You're a genius. All right, thank you. Bye. And then I'm just going to... is Missy on comms, or is she... Missy, are you on the comms?
There's another pause, and then you hear Gladstock once more go, "You're welcome."
Yeah, feel welcome.
Missy is not on comms. You know she's not on comms. She's
Okay.
She's not an inquisitorial asset. She's just a housekeeper.
I'm going to shuffle down to the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm walking and go. Oh, so this is what a kitchen looks like. Fantastic.
Oh, Mr. Cressmark! What a pleasure! It's not too often that we see you down here, boy.
Well, I'm in the market for a thermos flask, Missy. Could you point me in the right direction, Mr. Glass?
Better than that. I can turn you into a thermos flask, and then she doesn't say that. So, she prepares you a thermos flask full of recaf. If only you'd have asked her weeks ago for this.
It never occurred to me. Never occurred to me to ask the catering call for catering assistance.
And as she gives you the thermos flask, you notice there's an insignia on it. Make an intelligence test, please.
Oh, God. Making me roll dice.
Yeah, roll some dice.
Roll some virtual dice. Intelligence test. Okay. Not a clue.
Hey, you don't know what the insignia is.
Probably pressure point.
It looks like a four-legged beast of burden with a man upon its back, and the man is carrying a lance of some kind, but you don't recognise it.
Ah, the cow lancers. Grox lancers.
That's very cool. Yeah, I'll take that with me. Oh, that lovely thermos flask on that. What colour is it, Dave?
It's gunmetal colour.
Oh, lovely. I think I'm going to try and wear a robe to match it and try and coordinate in the same way as Siegfried. When I go in there, I want to blow them away. The thermos flask, the style, and just show them that, like, just because you work in the administratum, it does not mean that you can't have style.
Okay.
He says he sort of monologues this to Missy.
She just looks at you glassy-eyed.
Can I have a moment here?
All right, thank you. Bye. And he's just going to shuffle off again with his thermos flask. Oh,
right.
What a score! Got it for free.
If you would like to add
free calf.
Add a thermos flasks to Otto's inventory, and in brackets after it, put cavalry icon on it.
Ooh.
But you don't know exactly what the icon is. And then you head out to the Decilium archive. What would you like to search for? Pressure point?
Details of pressure point, company history, people of importance and significance, connections to noble houses.
Okay. Give me a... let's have a look at Otto's character sheet. Just a second. Otto. Hello, Otto.
Hello.
Otto's character sheet is ridiculous. He's got so many fucking skills. Extra Imperium. Let's do a common law Imperium test, please, with a plus 30 for the Decilium archive.
Hey. Yay!
All right. You find a lot of information about Pressure Point. Pressure Point are the largest single mercenary contractor in the sector.
No, they're not.
I'm telling you they are.
No, just say we've figured out.
The Calexis sector is... Oh, no, wait, I haven't finished. the Calexis sector is a relatively young sector in terms of the Imperium. It has its origins about 2,000 years ago. There were humans here before this, some of them probably dating back to the Horus Heresy, but actual Imperial control has only been a thing here for around 2,000 years. And as such, because they're at the fringe and they've had constant wars and insurrections and problems with demons and Xenos and everything else that the Imperium has, they've never established a full-on military here in this region of space. And as a result of that, when there is a gap in a market will be filled. And that's what companies like Pressure Point do. Pressure Point are somewhat unique in... sorry, I should carry on with that. The Astra Militarum in this region of space are not big. They don't have a lot of troops. They don't have a lot of vehicles. They rely on penal legions. And allegedly, there is a lot of mutant regiments and abhuman regiments in the Calexis sector. They rely on external help. And one form of external help are mercenary companies, such as Pressure Point. There are multiple mercenary companies in the Calexis sector that operate here. Pressure Point is the largest and most well established. It is estimated that Pressure Point employ people from this region and retired guardsmen or AWOL guardsmen from other sectors that flock here for the good money to fight the wars on the behalf of the Imperium and serve as security, various levels. And it's estimated that there are around 14.7 billion members of Pressure Point in the Calexis alone.
Wow.
At this number, Otto's jaw drops slightly. That's quite a lot of potential enemies. Oops, a daisy. And then he's going to sip some recap.
And as you look into this, you realise that Pressure Point has a presence on pretty much every Imperial-controlled world in this sector. Right. You also find a few references to how they fought valiantly and actually helped win the war on Tranche, the 5-year war on Tranche 37 years ago. You also strangely find another reference to how they won the 5-year war on Tranche 20 years ago, and another one to how they won the 5-year war on Tranche 15 years ago, which doesn't make much sense. There's a repeated 5-year war on Tranche every few years. But it seems like Pressure Point are literally everywhere.
Mm.
However, you don't find anything that leads you to suspect they have a single leader. They're a company. You believe that they're formed by nobles from military backgrounds who want to capitalize on war and the need for soldiers.
So what you're saying
you also don't find anything that makes you suspect them of anything to do with heresy. It seems like perhaps these people have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, or you have.
Well, with that many members, it's quite possible that, because they're the largest security, essentially private security firm in the sector. I don't think they'll notice. Well, they might not notice a few dozen guys going missing or being killed in the line of duty. So I don't have. I don't think that they. That's just a drop in the ocean to them. Not even that. So it's like. I don't.
Do you have logic on it?
Yes, I think it does have logic. Yeah. Let me just see. Logic. No, it's only 22, but I'm just going to use. I'm going to apply it. I'm going to use it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have logic.
You think you might be right in that thinking. It's obviously a massive organization, and there's obviously branches on different planets. And you think that maybe what's been happening here is that you've encountered them a number of times, which you obviously would in your line of work. And maybe they're just
Everywhere.
looking to figure out what happened. They're everywhere, and they're looking to figure out what happened to some of their missing people or something like that.
I'm going to look into the different departments of Pressure Point, see if they have like administration, if they have a internal investigations department, if they have, and what their their company policies are, and also what their rates of pay and things like that are, and what they charge essentially, because hiring them is in some ways a good way of covering up the fact that we're shooting them.
That's easily found out, to be fair. Their pay is definitely above guardsman rate.
Yeah.
They're generally better equipped than guardsmen as well.
Yeah.
A lot of them are former guardsmen that have come from neighbouring sectors, or maybe even veterans from this sector, or maybe even people that have gone AWOL. It's common knowledge that there's a bit of shady business about Pressure Point in that they employ anyone who knows how to wield a las gun, but that's hardly surprising considering that they're a mercenary out.
Yeah, that makes sense. So there's no. Can I research and dig into the company that we the people that we robbed from and their potential contracts with Pressure Point?
You don't know who you were robbed from. It was just like a depot where things were left and taken by truck.
Okay. Can I research the depot's records?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, depot's records, and just see the frequency and regularity of shipments and things that go through there, and the types of things that go through there. Whether there's any anomalies like certain things cropping up like sporting goods or anything that sounds a bit off. That would that sound any patterns to see if there's any basically just any anomalies in manifests.
So with the 5.1 degrees success, you would get that information as well. This depot where you follow the truck from, it's a common ground. Think of it as like Amazon. It's like an Amazon warehouse, and various companies, various businesses leave their products and their goods there, and then they are distributed by the company that owns this depot across the hive, and they have contracts with pretty much everyone. They have almost a monopoly on transportation of stuff around the hive, whether it's goods in or goods out. They deal with it, and it appears from your research that Pressure Point have a contract to basically provide protection and security for their trucks.
Okay. Can I input the numbers that's up from the that specific truck? I did take the details down while we had stopped of it, so I'm going to put the details of that and just see if anything flashes up with regards to it being missing or anything like that.
Yeah, it is flagged as missing.
It's flagged as missing.
Yeah.
Can I look at their procedural policy and see what their procedure is in the event of missing trucks?
It basically boils down to look for the truck in the last location that the tracker was detected.
Right. Okay. So they'll find the truck and they'll find what was in it and stuff what was left in it. They'll probably notice that stuff's been missing.
They might even find some dead Pressure Point people.
And they might even find some dead Pressure Point. What's the policy for when they find dead Pressure Point personnel?
That would not be on record.
No, it wouldn't. Logically, what would be the
who knows? Maybe they'll question the Pressure Point people and say, it looks like your people attacked our truck.
Maybe there's some maybe it might cause some internal strife in Pressure Point, which could set the whole sector aflame.
Maybe so.
Maybe so.
Okay, so that would be about your day there. Oh, sorry, Johnny, what were you
saying? Yeah, there was one more thing. Can I look at look into laws on basically, or into general procedures as to what happens with missing goods and things like that in terms of the law, the law, what the Arbeiters would do, whether the enforcers would be involved in what their policies are, or is it all confidential?
It wouldn't be the Arbeits. The law would be easy to find on this. It wouldn't be the Arbeits that are involved. It would be the Decilium sanctuaries that would look into this. And they would basically hunt down such people.
Oh, right. Okay. That's reassuring. So the truck's been left in place. We have the armored car, but the tracker's removed from it. I think we've got away with this. I don't think that they're, unless they've got people that can like sniff, track down vehicles like, I don't know, or some sort of technology. So I think we've got away with it scot-free. And I was just going to close the date, like turn off the data slate and be like, and then close a giant tome of procedures that he's found. Just have a little laugh for himself, and then zip some recap, and then prepare to make his way back.
All right, and then
in that really fast yellow car. I'm joking. I didn't say that.
You're gonna try to come back. I'm just gonna deal with my oven that seems to be beeping, and then Vanetta.
Okay.
Set.
Oh dear. What do you think that means, Al? Do you think I'm going to get arrested as soon as I leave the administratum?
Okay, Vanetta, what are you doing with your day 21?
I hear you, Al. You're muted.
Can't hear you, Al, at all.
You're muted, mate.
It was really good as well, but we'll never know. Okay, so
what's that? Sorry.
Never mind.
Oh.
So I don't know. So I'm in the workshop, right?
Yeah, you head to the workshop.
Gonna do a bit of crafting as per usual.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up Johnny's cranium. I'm gonna pry that open. No.
Are you crafting the flask? The top priority item that's...
No, I won't do it anymore. I won't do what you tell me.
You won't do what you tell me. It's like I'm gonna have to call somebody in to fix Vanetta because she's getting defiant, getting resistant.
I'm certainly gonna craft.
I'm gonna hire the tech department of the pressure point. I've got some thrones lying about, so I'll hire a tech from them.
Johnny, I have to ask, why did you get them killed?
I didn't.
You did though. The pressure point guys, you killed them off, right?
Yeah, you definitely got them killed.
Yeah, I think it was probably me.
It was you, right?
No, it was their procedure to do their job to protect the.
Their standard operating procedures.
Yeah, it was the SOPs in place there. That's blame the SOPs, not me, because it was the SOPs.
I see.
Don't blame it on sunshine. Don't blame it on moonlight. Don't blame it on good times. Blame it on the SOPs. Okay.
All right. So, what are you doing, Vanetta?
Just asking whether he was asking for it, but okay,
no, I was sipping my cup.
I'll do a little bit of crafting, I think, Dave.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I don't know. I need to repeat the items for spring. As in, was it the gloves or the boots?
The boots,
gloves,
I think. Sorry, the gloves. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like to have another go at that, as in to take apart the mesh weave and have another go at it. Okay. The first stuff I made, it was embarrassing. She would have been embarrassed to wear it.
Okay, so new crafting rules. There's multiple phases to this. We're going to start with taking apart the original thing. So it's mesh. It's quite complicated. So what I'm going to do is the new crafting rules are basically, they take a number of days. There's a certain amount of design time. There's a certain amount of forging and making different components, and then putting it together as a final roll. And the final roll is modified by the success you had on the previous rolls. But because what you're doing here is taking a piece of existing armor to pieces and rebuilding it, there's going to be an extra step to that, which is taking it apart. So give me a trade armor roll. This will take the whole day. And at the end of the day, you make this roll.
Pass.
Cool. All right. And then I would like you to specify how long this is going to take to design. So I would like you to roll a d10. You went about this half-assed. You need to spend some time on the design phase.
7.
You think it might take you a few days to draw up some proper plans on how to make this proper. However, you can, during this design phase, describe the item you wish to make, which is mesh gloves, yeah?
And not embarrassing mesh gloves.
Okay. You can also specify the level of craftsmanship you wish to make. Poor, common, good, or best. The higher up that tree you go, the harder it becomes.
Okay, we'll go for a good set of gloves.
Okay. Trying to make good quality. You can also state a specific positive pattern that you wish to achieve. And I will counter it with a negative pattern if I think it deserves one. So, if you look in Discord, I'll show you the positive patterns.
Well, what's the opposite of? Well, no, what's the opposite of your mum made that?
They're not really. They don't really work like that. They're not always
opposites
of each other.
No, but there's one of it that's intimidating as opposed to.
Yeah, there is. I'm gonna show you it in Discord chat.
Okay, be right back. Give me a sec.
There you go.
Okay, we'll go for intimidating instead, I think.
Okay. So if you achieve a single positive, which is quite hard to not do, that's the first one you'll get. Any others you get after that will be random. I will specify the first negative pattern as a trade-off. So you'll get that when you make this item, you'll get that bonus, but I will give you a specific negative one, but you won't know what it is till you've made it. Be anything. It's going to take you a number of days to design this armor because you're trying to do a specific thing and you want it to be just right. Once you've done that, construction is quicker than it was in the previous rules, and there's less rules. There's less rolls as well. But you will be able to make a pretty good suit of armor or a pretty good set item of armor. But you'll spend most of today just dismantling the links from the mesh. All right?
Okay.
And all the time you're doing this, sitting in the corner of the workshop, blinking away, the Auspex servo skull waits.
I haven't got the time right now. I mean, give me a fucking minute.
Okay. It's 10 to 11. We'll leave it there for now.